a begathon where tip me and do this and do that. We're not doing that. It's business as usual here on DSP Gaming. We play games, we have fun. If you guys like it, you support it. The week is going slow, tough through it. How are you doing? This is how I'm doing. Tips very low now, but I've noticed tips very low right now. The week is going slow, it gets to me. My life is ruined, this is how I'm doing. The losers out there who thinks that they know shit, kiss my fucking ass and eat my right now. A full podcast booked, full gameplay streams booked, everything's booked. Everything's booked. Can't do anything crazy. And I don't even have enough to buy groceries. It sucks. The week is going slow, tough through it. How are you doing? This is how I'm doing. Tips very low now, but I've noticed tips very low right now. The week is going slow, it gets to me. My life is ruined, this is how I'm doing. The losers out there who thinks that they know shit, kiss my fucking ass, eat my right now. How are you doing? This is how I'm doing. How are you doing? This is how I'm doing. How are you doing? This is
Talking
how
all
I'm
that
doing.
bullshit.
How are you doing? This is how I'm doing. Please.
All right, welcome everybody. We're gonna start shortly.
I was like stressed out in my sleep for some reason. I don't know why. Probably because of the post-nasal drip and the cough. You know, it's in the back of my head. Oh, it's dripping in your throat. It's dripping in your throat. You're gonna cough. You're gonna cough.
Dog.
So it ends up being like, oh, you gotta clear your throat so you don't cough. You gotta clear your throat so you don't cough.
Meerkat Mom.
I started feeling drippage in my throat. Drippage in my throat. I got my drip. I've got pressure here and here. Drippage in my throat. Drippage in my throat. I got my drip. Clear your throat so you don't cough. You gotta clear your throat so you don't cough. I got my drip here and here. I got my drip. I got my drip. I told you guys how stressed out I was recently this week. And that's what it is. It's a combination of a ton of stress, being around people who are sick, being overworked, right?
What a story.
I started feeling drippage in my throat. Drippage in my throat.
Talking all
got
that
my drip.
bullshit.
I've got pressure here, here, and here. Drippage in my throat.
Fuck
Drippage
all
in my
you
throat.
hoes.
I got my drip. Clear your throat so you don't cough. You gotta clear your throat so you don't cough. I got my drip.
That's what I'm talking about.
I got my drip. I got my drip.
Mark my fucking words. I'm coming for you.
Baller
I'm
alert.
gonna find out who the fuck you are. You motherfucker. You are fucked. Let this clip this one, bitches. Mark my fucking words. I'm coming for you.
Meerkat Mom.
You are fucked. And you are done.
I look the worst.
I'm coming for you.
That's what I'm talking about.
Coming for you. I'm coming for you.
Sound good?
Damn.
Coming for you.
Fair enough.
Coming for you.
Alright.
I need my boy.
Please talk about boys. I'm looking. Please talk about punk ass bitches. I'm looking. 30, 40, 50, 65 boys come from the bottom.
Suck a dog.
30, 40, 50 ass busters. Ain't no clapback videos. Why? What is it that serious? Please.
But I need boys. Please, the creator, please bless me, but I need boys. Please allow my boy sperms to go fast and shoot fast enough, go fast enough. Please, please, the creator, please bless me.
Fuck all you hoes.
Mark my fucking words. I'm coming for you.
Bloodshed and bullets.
You are fucked. And you are done. I'm coming for you.
Dog. 30, 40, 50 punk ass bitches. I'm the one
coming for you. You are fucked. And you are done.
dog.
I'm coming for you. Coming for you.
30, 40, 50 punk ass
Coming
bitches.
for you. Coming for you.
There may be some gunfire. 30, 40, 50 sissified boys.
This one goes out, okay? This goes out to the one and only, the big cat, the fat cat. Big ups, my wife. I first saw you in Burger King. You took 2 seats, cause that ass is way too big. Had a boyfriend, I realized, but you told him lies with your raccoon eyes.
Talk about my wife.
The DoorDash is here. Wipe away your tears. Got you extra fries, and they taste just right. Have no fear, there's no trolls here. Haven't made you cry with those raccoon eyes. Raccoon eyes. Raccoon eyes. Haven't made you cry with those raccoon eyes. Take you power walking on the beach, feasting on some sushi like you were a queen. Let me run some errands while you sleep. I could watch you play Skyrim all day this week. Have no fear, there's no trolls here. Haven't made you cry with those raccoon eyes. Raccoon eyes. Raccoon eyes. Haven't made you cry with those raccoon eyes. Raccoon eyes.
Fuck all you hoes!
Raccoon eyes. Raccoon eyes. Raccoon eyes. Last time seen on camera, 2018. Photo 3 years later, looking real hefty. Tire taken, urban robbery. Maybe seems shocking, but you're from the Middle East. Now they fear you've disappeared. Team divorce in chat. Hashtag where is cat? Where is cat? Where is cat? More on Try Track. Asking where is
Fuck all
cat?
you hoes!
Look at Mom.
Ain't
Detroit time,
nobody gonna tell me
motherfucker!
how to live.
Hey, welcome everybody. We're back. This time I even got the camera on. What's up? Hello. Let's watch some Phil. Let's catch up on the, I don't know, like 2 days that I haven't seen his shit. I was thinking today we can just watch the latest pre-stream, because I'm pretty sure there's a couple of segments there, especially talking about the interview and Boogie, that are definitely worth a watch. So that's what I've been thinking. It's just a normal Friday afternoon here at my undisclosed location. I'm waiting for my guys to show up and set up the fiber. The problem is that I haven't signed any contract and I haven't paid anything. So right now they basically have absolutely no motivation to be committed to this. So I might be waiting from until next week. So who fucking knows? Anyways, welcome everybody. Thank you, Steve Dave, for the membership. Steve Dave. That's fucking badass. Thanks Blask for 17 months and Swaggy Davis Jr. for 5 months. And all the feeding of my ego that Swaggy Davis Jr. has contributed to with his constant compliments towards me. All right. First, a couple of, I guess, housekeeping stuff, or maybe perhaps call it an informative update segment, where yesterday, somebody, thank you somebody, for bringing this to my attention on Discord. They sent me this. Turkey Tom, a very prominent and prolific commentary channel from the commentary community, air quotes, is making a video on Darkside Phil. And you know it's gonna be good. It has been deleted at this moment, so it's not active. You can't really watch it right now. There's been a couple of people who have said that they started watching it and then it went off. Apparently it's about 2 hours, and I am 1000% sure it's gonna get his ass chapped. Dave is gonna be fucking salty about it, because I mean the video itself is called Darkside Phil, a lifetime of failure. And did I mention it's almost 2 hours long, or maybe even over 2 hours? I've also heard the video is down because of an editing mistake, so I believe 1000%, maybe today or tomorrow, it's gonna be dropped. So we all get to watch it and talk about it and see what it is. Hopefully it doesn't have a lot of mistakes when it comes to the lore and like the actual, the factual things that are supposed to be in there. You know, like Sunny V2 making that video on DSP and saying that he plays like, what did he say? WWE superstars or something like that. And it's like, bro, if you get the name of the game he spent like over 100K on wrong, then I don't really have a lot of faith in your video, you know? And I know it's just a small mistake, but yeah, I know. Big ups to Alex B for the membership, dude. Speaking of membership, yesterday I made a members only video going through the last song that I put out, the How I'm Doing song, and just basically explaining my thought process behind it, the creative process. Just a little bit of an easy extra content for the members out there. So there you go. You can go check it out if you care about that. It's really nothing special, but there you go. Outside of that, I don't really know what has happened with him. I think he had a day that was really strong, and then he went back to being an asshole and thinking that he's like super successful again because the Paypigs came out, which is a thing that happens with DSP. Every once in a while, he would be like in super insecure damage mode where he's like, man, he's scrambling, he's begging, he's making like weird wrestling promos that really nothing comes out of and they result in nothing. And then he gets wailed out on, and then the ego is back up, and now he believes he's like a fucking superstar. Also, he's gonna be playing Call of Duty, a game that people say not only is super short, the actual campaign, but is really, really bad. So I'll be looking forward to seeing what he thinks about that. Am I gonna do a full watch on stream on the Turkey Tom video? Yes. I was also thinking about doing the first watch on the stream, so I can have the most raw thoughts. Let's see, it's probably not uploaded yet. Oh, but look what is uploaded. It's a new Snort Burnell video fresh out of the oven. It's like 1 minute old. It's like actually 1 minute old. Turkey tab. No, it's still not up. But that's what the bigger YouTubers do. You can see this dude literally has like 1 million subs. That's what they do. They upload the video. They make sure all the checks, like all the monetization, you know, the community guidelines stuff, all that clears before they make it public. And they make it public at a time where viewers tend to click on videos the most. You know, the most people are awake. Not like right now when most of you are sleeping or just waking up, or like super drunk and hungover in the middle of the night.
Diss tracks, roasts, clout, irrelevant.
Wait, what is happening? Where's the sound coming from?
Rice Gum, the online alias of Brian Quang Lee from 2016.
Wow, Turkey Tom videos are so good. They even play them himself when I'm not actually playing them. Anyways, so yeah, let's go through the latest, I guess, level 1 podcast, and then maybe the daily wrap. But seeing how the daily wrap is 6 minutes long, I'm thinking it's just literally the daily wrap. It's just him saying what happened and then saying it was good, and that's it. So yeah, let's just dive into the Level 1 podcast, episode 172. Final streaming day. Oh wow, is he retiring? Is he gonna go get euthanized? Oh man. Final streaming day, you guys. What? And the title also says, let's talk, avoiding
He
nonsense.
begged a lot, got money, and then freaked out again. We're also back in the chargeback saga maybe.
Oh yeah.
Close to another beg video.
Yeah, apparently, because you guys, when I had the State of the Dave stream the other couple days ago, when he announced the chargebacks, he literally told you he was pre-ordering more chargebacks. He told you he was gonna get more, so people had to make up for that money. You know, you have to compensate. And guess what the fucking stupid ass Paypigs did? Exactly that. They fucking fell for it. And now he left the door open for himself to bring up chargebacks every time he just feels like he wants some extra money. Because you can't prove any of that. You can't debunk any of that. I can tell you I got $500 in chargebacks right now and not have to prove a thing. That's fucking flimsy. Such a stupid narrative. Have I seen Boogie and Murahar duke it out? I saw Snort Hogan has a video about that, but I'm really behind on the whole Boogie thing because he's fat. And I don't like him, so I don't want to watch his documentary, and I'm really not interested. But if something really explosive comes out of it, then I guess I could check it out. What I know though is the LolCow podcast. You guys remember that? Apparently they got scammed by some guy who pretended to be an attorney and trademarked all of the assets, or at least the intellectual property, or at least that's how I understood it. Maybe I'm completely wrong in this. So now they're doing a second podcast that's called LolCow Live, that has completely different branding than everything else, and it's happening. Apparently it's happening, and I think DSP has a couple of comments on this, and also talking about the side scrollers thing. So let's just give it a shot. But yeah, I think, was it Tom Dark, which I also think is Turkey Tom, had a video on this, and I watched some of it, and that's how I know this drama. Oh, Onision is desperate for money and views. This is the one that I watched for sure, because I watch me in Onision slander videos. It's like a fly, a housefly, and a piece of shit. I fucking love that shit. I'm eating Onision slander. I'm injecting it in my veins. I'm snorting it. I'm injecting it in my eyeballs. I fucking love Onision slander. I think, oh yeah, here it is. The LolCow podcast drama is actually hilarious. This is a 20-minute video if you want to find out. Yeah, I'm gonna post it up in chat. All right, let's get in with the darkness. Let's get into the darkness and see if there is a light at the end of the tunnel.
Streaming week anyway. Today is Wednesday, the 8th of November, 2023. I'm Darkside Phil, and I welcome you here to the show for what could
This is, I have to say, this is my absolute favorite piece of clothing he owns. It's an actual shirt that's not too tight, it's not too loose, it has a pretty okay pattern, but what ruins this is knowing that at this same time he is wearing pajama shorts. That's what ruins this, because the whole fit is destroyed. You either never tell people what you're wearing as a bottom half so they don't know, or you wear normal clothes that fit with your outfit.
conclusion of Alan Wake 2.
I mean, it's not like a really high bar to pass, because this is the same guy who shows up in like 10-year-old t-shirts that are children's size, but it is an improvement. And I like that all it took for this to become a reality is LTG calling him a Walmart NPC.
Actually not sure, because I don't know how long the game actually is. We're currently 23 hours in, but we just opened up the ability to do a whole bunch of side stuff, which we're going to talk about in a little bit.
Hey, big ups Sniper for the membership, dude.
So today's streams are going to be a full push to try to finish the game. If we don't finish it, it's okay.
Oh, we got
As
game
long as we
talk.
are,
Let's not listen to this.
Credit card fraud on such a wide scale.
Oh, there we go. Hold on. Now we're talking about fraud.
And
I love when this guy talks about fraud, because he knows about fraud better than most, because he actually commits it and gets away with it. That's probably the most badass thing he's ever done. Is bankruptcy fraud, and then you get away with it.
And when you guys know how this
that's an actual fucking baller move. If I had to make a video where I give like a top 5 good things that DSP has done, bankruptcy fraud is at the top of the list. That shit is badass.
I talked about it yesterday on the show. This has not been a great week. Between my lingering illness still not going away, still having the post-nasal drip, still having the stupid sinus.
Of course, this was filmed on a Wednesday, so you can hear the fucking landscapers outside. As he's talking to you about how much more obnoxious his life is now, it's somehow more obnoxious.
Congestion and the drippage and the coughing and everything.
The drippage, the coughage, the congested.
I just want to be normal again. And it looks like I'm a far cry from being normal, that these symptoms are lingering and lingering and lingering and won't go away, and there's nothing I can really do about it, okay? But in addition to that...
Hey, what's up, Mike? I'm glad you're having fun, dude.
Every really annoying thing, as a follow-up to yesterday, alright, first of all, yesterday, incredibly positive, supportive day. People came back to streams.
I wonder why. I wonder why. Could it have something to do with the fact that that stream started out with a massive fucking drama segment? Talking about how I want to tell you guys how I'm really feeling. Because people are asking, Phil, how are you doing? Well, this is how I'm doing. I'm stressed. I'm sick. My viewers are disengaging. I'm getting chargebacks. And then, wow, what happened? Whoa, you guys are very generous today. I don't even know why. There's no correlation. Absolutely none.
They talked with me during the content. They supported the content.
They talked to me during the content.
So thank you for that. Basically, yesterday was a pretty great day.
Bro, I've never heard a more silent cry for help than this guy.
Like gourmet dinner, #EgoFed.
Hey, thanks. Yeah, you clocking it with that ego feed. That's good. Thank you.
I wish that
so much better,
up, but I realized that it's not going to be like that every day. I wake up this morning to more chargebacks.
Oh, no.
About $20 more, so not a horrendous, oh my god, the sky is falling situation. But again, it sucks starting negative $20 today because this idiot back in September committed credit card fraud on such a wide scale.
This will never get boring. Him starting out the stream at a negative will never get boring. It's such a fucking meme thing to do. It's such a DSP thing to do, to be so fucking petty. To actually bring it up and say that you're actually starting at minus $20. You guys, me being here right now, I'm actually losing money. Wow, that's pretty crazy, right?
That it's gonna, it looks like there's gonna be like trickling in chargebacks over the course of the next several weeks. It seems like this person may have been like tipping all month of September in little increments.
What if it's different people?
One of them is getting charged back. So there's nothing I can really do about it but deal with it. So here we go again, you know, starting today off negative, and it's like, man, tomorrow's my day off.
What is, if I could ask him, what does deal with it mean? Raise awareness and expect people to compensate for it? I guess that is, because it's not like he has agency or authority to do anything more than that. How else can you deal with it? You simply just have $20 less. What's dealing with it mean?
I gotta buy pet supplies. I have
pet
to
supplies
for my wife and I. You know, it's our one day off a week. We're not cooking this week, so it's nice to get some food out. And with all the other stuff that happened this week, you know, it's crazy because I'm thinking in my head, wow, I thought I had a good streaming week, and then I look, well, actually, no. This bill came due. This bill came due. I ordered all that medicine.
Wait, hold on. I need a replay.
You know, it's crazy because I'm thinking in my head, wow, I thought I had a good streaming week, and then I look, well, actually, no. This bill came due. This bill came due. I ordered all that.
The two big bills, man. The two big bills. They
Amazon,
took turns.
That money went away, and I'm looking like, all right, that's where all my money went. You know?
Yeah.
It's just life. So it happens. So, yeah, you know, I'm in a situation here where I'm in a big push to finish these lingering games I'm playing. I want to move on to the new stuff. But, yeah, right now, financially, stuff sucks. And there's nothing I can really do about it besides just stick with it, keep playing the games I'm playing, finish them up, right?
So, bro, he's really fucking screwed being the playthrough guy. Being the guy who's known for completing the whole game and uploading, like, literal dozens of videos on it. He should completely drop that gimmick. That shit is over. Because if you gotta skip a stream like he's doing, and then you got 3 games that are at this point, like, what, 2 weeks old? This is trash content. This is content nobody's gonna watch because it's like a playthrough that is not released soon after the game comes out. It's already dated.
We can get to the new stuff.
Oh man,
because Friday will be.
But in a way, I find this very appealing about DSP because at the same time he thinks too much about everything and tries to like make it make sense, and he thinks about it from the most irrational and impractical way possible. And what makes this even better is that his job at the helicopter company was to optimize a process. He would pick a process, optimize it so it can work the best it can actually work. And when he actually has to apply it to his job, it's a problem that never ends. It's an infinite conundrum. It's fucking great.
Minimum Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. Okay. Of course I have to buy.
And now, of course, plenty of people have pointed this out so far, and I want to do that too in case you haven't heard it. Remember his whole moral grandstanding about monetizing his viewers? Oh, you guys, I'm gonna go on break, but I'm not gonna run an ad. I'm not monetizing you. The other day when he had the state of the stream, he didn't call it like that, but everybody else did. He was doing the new, I guess, automatic ads. So which basically you let people put ads wherever they want to put them, which I inherently have no problem with it. I just have a problem with it when he's flip-flopping like this for just a couple of fucking dollars. He's gonna make like what, $5 a day at most, and then YouTube's gonna take like 30%.
Money. I had 2 big bills.
2 big bills.
And that's another thing.
Oh, and the chargebacks, man. One day he's gonna realize that chargebacks is the perfect excuse to beg, and he's gonna start doing it almost every day.
You know, I have about $25 in Microsoft credit that I got via my Game Pass points that I redeemed the other day. But outside of that, I got to drop another $50 to get Modern Warfare 3 for Friday, and that's right out of the money I raised this week. So it's like, oh my gosh, everything on top of itself, right? It sucks.
It's really stupid that he's buying Call of Duty.
Anyway.
Considering that, number 1, he is bad at the game. Number 2, every year he hates them. So a new Call of Duty comes out, he plays the campaign, he cries about it, that he's too short or is too stupid or somebody killed him or whatever. He plays the multiplayer, he is trash. At some point, somebody gaslights him into thinking that only if he unlocks this weapon, oh man, he's gonna unlock the AR-15 and he's gonna go on kill streaks. So he gets super deluded about that, he unlocks the weapon, he has like one good day, and then he gets scrubbed for like 5 days. And he quits in the end. This is a complete waste of like $70, dude. Plus, Call of Duty is not even exciting in the slightest anyways. Like, why would you care?
All that being said, you know, I'm not in a bad way.
And the thing is, you know, this is something that actually fucking annoys me about this guy.
I've been watching you for 15 years. I heard you are starting this stream at -$50. I hope this helps.
Well, thank you, Anonymous. Now we're -49. Well, we still have a lot to go, but, you know, it is what it is. You gotta deal with it. Go ahead, Vikes.
If only Phil has Sundar's number so he could call and get him to take some of the scam money to get him back to even.
Dude, Phil and Sundar, they could be a power couple, dude. He's gonna drop Cat for Sundar. He's gonna fucking love him. So, anyways, what fucking annoys me about this dude is that he loves having gimmicks, right? He loves having the stupid hats and the lures in the, you know, the digital summer party. Remember that? The DSP's DSP. But when it comes to him being creative and thinking of some kind of a gimmick that is actually going to help his business long term, he completely fucking falls flat. And it's really weird because this is a guy whose brain has been completely morphed by advertisements in video games. He's like the most gullible consumer you can ever fucking find on this planet. So what I'm talking about is he could make some kind of a gimmick stream where he just plays Game Pass games until, I don't know, until he starts raging or something like that. And the moment he's raging, he switches to a new game or something like that. There's a million gimmicks you can figure out. And the dents are gonna love him because DSP is not the type of guy to come up with new and interesting things. It's usually the people who watch them do, and the things are not new or interesting. because they're probably 5 years old and everybody else has done them by this point. But it's really weird that this ultimate consumer can't find a way to scam everybody else who is legitimately like dumber than he is. Like his fans are pretty much objectively dumber than he is. Except the ones who just support him ironically, like 672, who pretends he's not a bitch and who pretends he's actually the guy in control, but low-key he's like one of the bigger bitches.
I'm actually looking forward to today. I'm looking forward to seeing what this endgame stuff will be in Alan Wake 2. Being that we just got the bolt cutters, and
hey,
now
what's
we
up,
can
Almighty
backtrack
Bri?
all the areas of the game.
What's up, everybody joining right now in the
but couldn't
super
explore
morning
fully.
style
All right,
stream?
I'm excited to see what we're going to discover. Will we discover more lore? Will we discover upgrades?
Yeah, spinning in the chair for tips wasn't his idea though. It was Cat's idea, legitimately. And I think the Skittles one was also Cat's idea. So Cat had by far the dumbest fucking ideas. And at one point he had a vest streak idea where he would wear 2 vests at the same time. So one half would be on one shoulder and half the torso, and the other half would be on the other side. Yeah, this is what he actually tried. And I think there was also a jeans goal where he would wear jeans, but for understandable reasons, you can't see them, and he didn't do it.
Inventory upgrades. Will we
He's had like, around the time the vest streak ended, he was scrambling like crazy to find the next cash cow. Because the vest streak was almost like, I don't even know. It spoiled him in such incredible ways that I think it brainwashed him into thinking that he's way more successful than he actually is. And then one day it just ended, and it was like what the fuck? It was like your wife divorcing you out of nowhere, and you just don't see it coming. You're like, wait, what? It's over? What am I gonna do now? And he was just like scrambling.
discover, you know, puzzles and interesting stuff?
And he was like posting on Twitter. He was tweeting out, "You guys, today the vest streak ended. Tomorrow we're gonna talk about it." And he had like a super elaborate segment talking about, what do you guys want to see? Maybe we can reach the tips goal multiple times and we can have a vest swap. He tried everything, dude. Literally everything.
But that's really what the focus will be today, is the backtracking with the bolt cutters, doing all the things that I missed previously, and then continuing on with the story and seeing if we can wrap up the game. So it should be a fun day of Alan Wake 2. If you've liked it.
Oh yeah, why am I listening to this talking about video games? Sometimes I just space out. I start looking at chat.
You should turn on our automated ads. Hey, you should try automated ads.
Oh my god.
Okay.
No, by the way, YouTube doesn't harass you at all like this.
But basically, they keep pushing for this.
No, they don't.
Single time you turn on a live stream, YouTube keeps telling you, hey, you really should turn on our automated ads. Hey, you should try automated ads.
No, they don't do that. I don't turn on the monetization for my videos, but if I did, I would just get a checkbox.
Be able to see the jeans, so he said he would just lay them on the chair or love seat for you to see them. Actually, some top regarded law.
Is this real? Really? Oh, you guys, so you can't see me wearing them, but okay, look, these are the jeans, you guys. You like them? Oh man.
Okay.
This is totally gone over my head. This shit is crazy.
And the way it works is there's 3 levels of automated ads on YouTube. There's conservative, balanced.
Yeah, get fucked with your stupid ads. We get it, bro. But this is terrible. This new thing with the ads is terrible, because he would be lost in the sauce talking about some stupid like news stuff, and somebody in chat is gonna tell him, "Hey Phil, I missed out the last 30 seconds because an ad played." And he would look at chat and be, "Oh my god, an ad played?" And then everybody gets distracted. And this takes way longer. He even did that shit during a super dramatic, personal, deep segment the other day, during the State of Dave. He was like talking about how much his life sucks right now, and then somebody said, "Hey Phil, I didn't hear what you were saying because an ad played. Can you repeat that?" And then he got fucking distracted for like 2 minutes.
I don't really know how they're employed, and we tested it yesterday on conservative. And what we found running this yesterday during my first stream, we did it during the first Alan Wake stream yesterday, was that it looks like every 30 minutes that a stream is running, it runs an ad. So for example, I turned on my stream at 10:45 a.m. and right this moment, like 2 minutes ago, it ran an ad because it hit that 30-minute mark. So it looks like every 30 minutes, it's going to run an ad. However, people are telling me the ads are not very intrusive. A lot of the ads are very short. Like 5 seconds, and it's real quick, and you're right back to the stream, so it's not that big of a deal. So I get the feeling that any of these longer, more intrusive ads, you have to set it to those heavier settings in order to get those. I think someone had said yesterday that there was like one ad that they couldn't skip that was a little bit...
Okay, this is the ad segment. I got nothing to say about that. This is getting skipped.
Then I will turn it off, all right? But if it's literally not a big deal...
Okay, if it's not a big deal, then yeah, click on the ads.
...the content. So... if you see a 10-second ad 4 times on a stream, you know, and hundreds of people are doing it and it adds up or whatever, that you feel is going to be destructive to my content, I refuse to do that. That's what happens. Product placements. I don't play games solely because I'm getting paid to play them. I don't do that kind of crap. Okay?
Okay, I think you should. Oh, hold on. Somebody. Oh, wow. The fiber guys are calling me. Okay, listen to this. I'll be right back.
So let's see what happens, and I will try turning it on, you know, slowly. We'll see, you know, all these streams, I think right now it won't really affect the streams that much at all, but once we start getting into new releases, right, I start playing Call of Duty, you got Yakuza coming up, the Super Mario RPG, when I start another new game, like for example, I know you guys are campaigning for me to play a game like Lords of the Fallen and stuff like that, right, when I start playing those games, maybe people it would bother you more, I don't know, I guess we'll see. All right, let's find out. And again, I'm curious of the impact. Does it, because I have this turned on, will it actually benefit anything at all? Well, you know, if it, I'm serious about this now. If it means that I make like $5 extra a day, then what's the fucking point? Right? What is the point? But if it adds up to be something significant over time and, you know, then it makes sense to leave it on, then I'll leave it on. So, let's see. But I'm curious about your feedback, and we may, you know, if we leave it on, it's not intrusive. We may dabble with balanced and see how balanced works out. But here's the thing, if it starts playing non-skippable 30 second to minute long ads, I don't want to do that. You know what I mean? Like, I see an ad every once in a while is okay, but if you're going to be bombarded constantly with this shit, I don't want that. I don't want it to be like an awful television station or anything like that.
This is how easy it is to pick up the phone during stream and make a productive phone call. I'm getting the fiber on Monday morning, 8:30. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about!
Okay, let's, what was this guy talking about?
Like that, okay? So let's see what happens. I've got it on, just to warn you, I've got it on conservative right now. And
you got it on conservative.
Let's see how it goes. Maybe for Friday, I'll test it on balanced. And
the new speed is gonna be at least good enough for like 1080 60, so I can hook up the capture card and we can get more than stuff like this type of streams. You know what I mean?
See how balanced works and if it's any different or whatever.
But it's not gonna be amazing, but I'm satisfied with it. It's good price too. Anyways, big up Snow Yosef, 17 months, dude. What happened with the Turkey Tom video? It's probably gonna be re-uploaded soon. Don't worry about it.
Go from there. Okay. Okay. So, we're trying that out. Today we do have
single-handedly keeping American economy going by paying bills every single day. What a hero.
Yeah, dude, every single day. That's fucking wild. You wake up in the morning, you see like the 2 transactions for the bills, and then you see like 15 chargebacks. Man, it must be tough to be him.
some gaming news. We'll get to that in a minute. You know, we'll see. So,
oh, his hair is looking extra
today, some of which you might not have heard of.
Weird
like, what?
Today.
Yeah, I know. It's going to be some interesting news today to come.
We got interesting news.
But I guess what we'll do very briefly here is, well, first of all, I got
big ups Anonymous for the anonymous contribution.
We're gonna go through the schedule quick. It's not gonna be a big segment or anything like that.
Once I saw a meme of like a face morph of the Ukrainian President Zelensky in DSP, and I can't unsee it since then. Because, you know, both of them like to ask for contributions. I'm
trying to think what I actually want to cover.
And one of them has bigger bills than the other one. I give him that.
Like, what's more important?
But it's like, I cannot unsee that similarity.
Oh, of course. Yeah, I'd like to hear about these ads you guys see. Because someone just said, Would you like to know about that?
Yeah, DSPs are bigger. That's what I meant. Don't get me wrong. DSP's bill's much bigger.
What kind of ads are they showing on my streams? Has YouTube, in the last 15 years, learned how to actually divvy out ads properly so they're effective, so my audience sees advertisements that you might be interested in versus, you know, an ad for life insurance or, you know, Barbie dolls or something. You know what I mean? Like, that's always been the problem with YouTube, is they don't know how to divvy out the ads properly. So they're ineffective advertising, and that's why the advertisers leave the site, you know?
Yeah, I don't think you know what you're talking about, but okay, let's make him believe like he knows what he's talking about. The more he gaslights himself into thinking that he's an expert on stuff, the better segments we're gonna
Skill
get.
Scholar says he just got a Tobuscus ad. Now that's a throwback reference. That's a reference to something over a decade ago. That's
oh, dude, Tobuscus, this dude. I haven't thought about this guy probably since I was watching him play LA Noire in like 2012. This dude is still making music, and this shit is like the cringiest fucking shit you can hear in your life. And I'm saying this, and I make music from DSP fucking sound bites. Listen to this shit.
I feel so much better. I found out his last stream before his day off was Joyful Poor. For some reason I thought a whale came to save him. Feels good.
Oh, I haven't seen that one. Oh yeah, it's this one. So this came out like a day ago. I'm gonna skip to some point in the video. This one.
Gonna say this from the DSP watcher, so I watched the marvels. The cringed dialogue, the charisma-less actors, the musical section, the useless villain. That was truly a horror experience.
But is it day one on like streaming services, or you paid to watch it? You paid to hate watch it, which I wouldn't endorse. I would just wait for the digital to come out, and then I would steal it from the internet. That's how petty I am.
Toby turned her down, the lowest tier one, so she tugged his cord and down came Buskis, quick as Icarus. But you are still alive. And you're not gonna roll over and die.
What happened to this dude? Why does everybody fall off like this when they get some level of prominence on YouTube? That shit probably like completely destroys your brain.
You're still alive. And you're not gonna roll over and die. Sometimes you get rejected, sometimes you get rejected again. But don't forget, every single one of your ancestors got laid. And none of them are cool.
This is like actual 2012 content. What the fuck is happening? Is this like Onision when he's re-uploading songs that he made in 2012? No, this is like an actual new production. 2023 Tobuscus, that's what it says here. Look at this. Wow. Anyways, back to this.
Points for that. You get fan points for the Tobuscus ad reference today. Very nice. For those who don't know,
everybody knows.
Back in the day, YouTube was getting really bad with ads. Like, there'd be ads for another YouTuber advertising another company's product on your video, and it's a direct competitor. Like, that's what happened. I was putting out gameplay videos, and on my gameplay videos was an ad of Tobuscus advertising his gameplay channel of him playing Madden, and it was an ad for Madden. And I'm like, that's fucking direct competition ad. I don't want that shit on my fucking video, and YouTube shouldn't allow it. And
why shouldn't they fucking allow it? Tell me why. Competition breeds something else. There was a saying that says that. I don't know what it breeds. Creativity? Productivity? Money? I don't know. Competition is good. And he was better than you anyways. Is it excellence? There we go. Well, because, you know, when I think of DSP, I don't think about excellence. So there you go.
It's bullshit. You know? That's you know, how are you going to, like, it's like headhunting almost. Like you're hunting the viewership from someone else's gameplay channel to someone else's. Fuck you. Right? That's not right.
Why can't you just watch 2 gameplay channels? What is wrong with that? You know? I don't know what's wrong with that, because I watch multiple gaming channels even when they do videos on the same topic, because it's interesting to see what the different people are gonna think about the same topic.
Anyway, so let's continue. Let's talk about the schedule. All right. So schedule wise, today it's all Alan Wake all day. I'm trying to beat
all
the game.
awake all day. He's staying
we'll
woke today.
And based
Philip woke. So we get through the schedule and we get to Dent news.
Here on the Level 1 podcast. And
You're on the
today,
Level 1 podcast.
I have two interesting news stories to cover for you. The first is regarding Nintendo.
Oh no.
After the success, the rousing
we get
success,
a fucking DSP flexing on Nintendo. Oh, what is this gonna be about? The Zelda movie?
of the Super Mario Brothers movie
Yes.
earlier this year.
Yes.
Nintendo has decided to begin production. You ready for this? On a live-action Legend of Zelda movie from Sony Pictures.
Oh no.
Miyamoto will produce.
Sony Pictures? Come on, dude. They made fucking the Morbius.
Wes Ball will direct.
In bad Spider-Man movies.
Alongside producer Avi Arad.
Fucking Sony. And Avi Arad was behind... Actually, let's fucking dox him real quick. Letterboxd.com? What is it? Letterboxd.com, right? And look up the name Avi Arad, right? And this fucking dude, you can see this thing is cool, right? He's a pretty dope gentleman. He's been working on Into the Spider-Verse, you know, Across the Spider-Verse, successful movies, Iron Man. He's been a producer. But then he was a producer of fucking Morbius and that Uncharted movie. That is a really, I wouldn't say it's terrible, but it's like, first of all, Tom Holland, Mark Wahlberg, not good fits, not a good cast. And the movie itself is just not a, it's more, very much underwhelming adaptation. And also he produced a bunch of other bad movies that people don't want to think about. Elektra, the Bratz movie. Get bad. But then again, I don't really have a horse in the Legend of Zelda race, but I would be hoping for at least all the many people that actually like the franchise, they got a good movie.
Live action Zelda. Not 3D, not animation. Live action Zelda.
And also live action. I mean, come on.
So, who's going to play Link? Who's going to play Zelda? Who's going to play Ganondorf?
I think Link should be Timothy Chalamet, and Zelda should be Zendaya. That's how it should be.
Right? Who is going to play Navi? Who's going to play the mask vendor?
And Ganondorf should be Giancarlo Esposito. That's how it should be. I completely butchered his name. He should be Gus. Gus Fring should be Ganondorf.
Who is going to cut my lawn?
Probably the people outside. They're already cutting it. There you go.
So, it's happening. Now, it's probably years out. Especially if it's live action. This movie's going to be years out. It's going to be 3 years minimum, I think, before we'll even see anything concrete.
Plus the reshoots.
Seriously. But, it's interesting. Because what did I say? I said if Mario does well, this will open the floodgates. And Nintendo will now be into movies. And literally that's what's happening.
Now
Mario
they're
did
into movies.
So now they're going to look to all their other big IPs.
But why are they doing it live action then? When Mario was an animation and it was so successful, why would they do it live action? This doesn't tie in with the narrative.
So once Zelda's done, expect a Mario sequel. Also expect them to try to venture into their other IPs. Metroid. Think about Metroid, how cool that could be. Right?
Yeah.
Branching out, and
they should cast that chick, the Israeli soldier girl.
Was meaningful to me.
Wonder Woman.
Every quote was dollar.
Gal Gadot, yeah, she should be Samus. That's gonna be great because she is known for her excellent acting. Yeah, big up Snow Yosef. Morbius was meaningful to me. Every quote was $. Dude, the most popular quote of the movie, which is "It's Morbin time," doesn't even happen in the movie. The only quote anybody cares about is not even real.
Crossover Donkey Kong universe with the Mario universe.
I love that movie too.
And stuff like that, right?
It's Morbin
I'm
time.
foreseeing a Nintendo cinematic universe, for sure. It's happening. It's definitely happening. Because Mario did so well, okay? So, just expect it.
But I have to say, you're rarely gonna see a troll as good as the entire community that pretended they liked Morbius so it could be re-released in cinemas and then flop massively. That was a landmark in trolling history, the Morbius troll.
Super Slade says
It was so good.
the first movie will have a top-down perspective, and the sequel will have a side-scrolling view. It'll be very controversial. Here's a little reference for you.
Wow.
Very good.
Okay. But unironically though, top-down perspective, they had that in John Wick 4, and it was fucking amazing. That whole section from top down was godlike.
So, I guess we'll see what's going to happen with this, and I'm sure we'll have more information soon. But if you were interested in will there be more Nintendo movies, the answer is absolutely yes, and Zelda is the next one. Okay? Now, the other big thing, ladies and gentlemen, it has been absolutely positively confirmed this morning by Rockstar Games. Are you ready for this?
Oh yeah,
Rockstar Games has confirmed that they own your soul because you spent so much money on GTA Online that they actually have the rights to determine where you go in the afterlife. So you better start acting nice, because if you don't, they may send you somewhere you don't want.
I unironically expected him. Maybe I expected too much, because I've seen posts that say Rockstar announced that Grand Theft Auto 6 will cost $1 billion, and I expected him to bring it up and be like, oh, so you guys, Grand Theft Auto is gonna cost $1 billion. So we might need to start getting some contributions for it. You know what I mean? That would have been a really good DSP segment.
Okay, that is not the story. All right. However,
what is the story? That they're gonna announce a trailer?
The real story this morning is that here, I'm just gonna read it word for word.
Yeah, please do.
We're very excited to let you know in early December we will release the first trailer for the next Grand Theft Auto. We look forward to many more years of sharing these experiences with all of you. So you can unpack this in two ways. Number one, hallelujah! Finally, information on GTA 6 that's concrete and real.
But why, bro? That's the whole thing I don't understand, right? We know they're working on it because they have announced years ago they are working on it. We know they're working on it because Red Dead Online is dead. For this game, they moved the whole team, and everybody who was working on something, they moved them to work on GTA 6. We saw extensive leaks of gameplay footage in, you know, like developer material. We know it fucking exists. We know they're working on it. What's the fucking big deal with the trailer? They're not gonna give us an announce date yet. They're not gonna tell us too much. I know people are hyped, and I'm hyped too, but I would rather just wait for them to release it whenever they feel like releasing it instead of it being rushed. And in this case, I don't think it's being rushed. I think they've planned all along to make it in December.
Not leaked information.
We're probably like a year or two away from actually it coming out.
Bullshit speculation, not a bunch of rumor mongering nonsense, but actually straight from the horse's mouth, we will have concrete information about GTA 6 finally coming out from Rockstar in early December. Okay? However, I need to reread that statement. Are you ready?
Why would you reread it?
Many more years of sharing these experiences with all of you.
Okay.
Many more years. Do you understand? That's why they worded it that way. What they're telling you is that the game is not coming out anytime soon.
This dude is so fucking dense. What? This is like what every company says. It's like, hey, you guys, we're happy that you are our customer, and I hope you're our customer for many more years. That's what they all fucking say.
It's gonna be several years of more.
And you see, he's acting like he discovered something. He made a breakthrough. Nobody else realized this. Whoa, you guys, it's probably not gonna come out anytime soon. You know, it's probably not gonna come out in the next at least 2 months.
Before GTA 6 is ready to be sold. So don't expect GTA 6 in 2024.
Okay.
Don't expect GTA 6 in 2025.
Why not?
Don't expect GTA 6 in 2026.
And this is now a joke, but I know.
GTA
His bits somehow overstay their welcome the moment they start, because they're so predictable and they're so transparent that you in your head have already made the punchline, and if it was even remotely funny, you kind of had like that inner laugh. You know, that little, oh yeah, that was kind of funny. You know, acknowledging that it was kind of funny, but most of it's just fucking.
6 in 2027.
Don't
even expect GTA 6. Don't. Okay? Don't do it. At all. Alright? They have to be sure that when this game comes out, that it prints so much money that actual printing presses have to shut down from lack of ink.
It will.
They want to be sure that they are so rich that they literally don't have to do anything else but sit around and take a shit for the rest of their lives.
But they already know that's gonna happen. That's kind of the thing. All they have to do is let Rockstar do what they do and make a blockbuster of a game, and that's about it.
So they're
and
gonna
then put an online in it so you can get more money.
make sure that when this game comes out in 2072, that everything is covered and they are going to be rolling in dough forever. It's the final game. In fact, if they have their way, this will be the last video game of all time. It'll just be a peripherally, just keeps going on. Not peripherally, endlessly going on. You know, no end in sight. Just, it's like GTA Online endlessly. Just keep giving us your money. Just keep doing it. Don't even stop. If you stop giving us money, we suck the oxygen out of your house.
Yeah,
and
okay.
suffocate.
Yeah.
In fact, they're going to have it. It's going to be the GTA 6 add-on. It connects to all the air ducts in your house. It's a big unit. And that's the thing. If you stop...
Yeah, okay. Yeah. We got it. It wasn't funny to begin with, but then he decided to make a whole bit out of this one joke, and it's not working.
Transactions. It sucks all the oxygen out of your house. You see?
Okay. Thank you, Phil. Thank you.
Now, some people are saying I'm reading far too much into it. Oh,
yeah, I think you are.
Oh, no. I'm not reading far into it enough.
Really?
Do you understand?
No. Makes no sense.
If Rockstar had their way, they would have a second fucking head that they...
Oh, bro, shut the fuck up. Big ups Hate Army for 9 months, dude. You could have had a baby by now with all this fucking support.
GTA 6 is going to be woke garbage. Dan Houser, the guy, wrote every single Rockstar game left, and we already said they are done with the offensive jokes.
Depends. I want to wait and see on this one, because there's a certain amount of cringe wokeism that I can take if the game around it is decent. Or in this case, I'm expecting it to be excellent, outstanding. I'm expecting it to be, because it's been a while since Grand Theft Auto.
Would attach to your shoulder that every moment that you weren't spending money on GTA Online, the head would go and crash into your own head like this.
Okay, bro. And this was like, what the fuck?
It would attach to your shoulder that every moment that you weren't spending money on GTA Online, the head would go and crash into your own head like this.
This fucking stupid dude.
You guys just don't understand, all right? Why
I don't even have anything to say about this.
GTA 6 to begin with. They had to wait a decade for the profit train from GTA Online to dry up. So now they're going to make the game, and they're going to be sure that this is going to be the most profitable video game of all time. So
yeah, I mean,
4,000.
It's going to be probably the most expensive video game of all time to actually develop, if we include the online. Because, I mean, if we are to believe the hype, at least like, let's say 60%, they are making one of the most complex and massive and expensive gaming experiences of all time.
1,000 years of promotion. Expect 4,000 monetization schemes.
No, not really.
I'm telling you, you guys just don't get it. You think I'm joking and I'm exaggerating.
I'm expecting 2 monetization schemes: the Shark cards and GTA Plus, which is fucking stupid because they got like a subscription service. Oh yeah.
Absolutely not. I'm telling you, this is going to be it, the end-all be-all video game. After this, there won't need to be any more.
Yeah, okay, we get it.
Again, you guys say, oh, he's being facetious, he's being exaggerating. No. Do you not get it? They are the most profitable game company because of GTA Online. They're not going to give that up. They're not. So whatever this is, whatever this comes out, understand that this will be the craziest model you'll ever see for any video game.
Okay then. Counterpoint. If they're so in love with online modes that make them money, why did Red Dead Redemption 2, a blockbuster revenue-making video game, why did they let the online for that die? When people were using it, they were getting updates to some point, they were invested in it, and then they blatantly just killed the game.
I fully expect
know, dude.
full monetization of every aspect of the single player, every aspect of the multiplayer, every aspect of everything will be fully monetized. Okay?
Yeah, probably because it didn't make nearly as much as GTA Online. But I mean, that game you didn't even have to do all that much. Just let me have a farm and like milk cows and shit. And the things that you already have in the game. After you end, when you play with John, you got an actual farm.
That's coming. I guess there also was some kind of a Mass Effect teaser. I ended up not seeing it. I forgot. But apparently it's not very overwhelming anyway. It's just like shows like an armor or something, like nothing of any big reveal. So
can't wait to get 15 FPS on 4090 when it comes to PC.
Now that is entirely possible because their porting is not excellent. Infamously, I remember Grand Theft Auto 4, which to this day has issues on PC. Unless you watch like a 35-minute video and download a bunch of mods and patches, and then you patch the game down to a previous version.
$$hash@H. He just gets like in a hole when people tell him not to do something like the "you're over exaggerating." That's Sich1T people, so at most in middle school. How old is he? Cause he feels dumb, so he keeps going on and on. He's a fool.
Yeah, he's always been like that, man. You can trace this exact same behavior from like 20 years ago. He's always been like that. He's never gonna phase out of this kind of behavior. Nobody can really fix him or re-educate him or whatever. He's just a lost cause. And it's really interesting to see how much worse it can actually get.
they're making a new Mass Effect game, right? We have no idea when it's coming out. We have no idea what it's even going to be.
Oh, we got a Mass Effect game.
I'm looking forward to it when it comes out, but until there's concrete information, I'm not really that excited. Much like this announcement, like I don't care. This is the announcement of a trailer. Big deal. Just give us the trailer, right? So anyway, yeah, so I'm not like super excited about the Mass Effect thing because there's nothing to really talk about. Did you guys know there's a new Ghostbusters movie coming and its trailer dropped this morning? Did you know that? I didn't even know that, and then I just stumbled upon the trailer on the X app this morning. I was like, oh shit, there's a new Ghostbusters movie. It's called Frozen Empire, and get this, it has all of the remaining Ghostbusters in it. That's right. So Ray Stantz, Peter Venkman, and Winston
Bill Murray
are all in it as the Ghostbusters. However, it actually is following supposedly the plot from Ghostbusters Afterlife. Where
this is getting skipped because I'm feeling like I'm getting closer to the afterlife from this segment.
It's available somewhere and finally review it. Ghostbusters to become a group of kids. It's supposed to be about adults, businessmen trying to run a business in a paranormal thing with comedy and everything. So I don't know how that's going to translate. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know if it even does translate. But again, I haven't seen the movie. I haven't seen Afterlife. So without having seen the movie, I can't really state much about what I think. So maybe that's one of the movies I should see this month is Ghostbusters Afterlife if it's available somewhere and finally
it's available somewhere. Cool. This dude talking like he literally has an allowance of like $15 a week. That's how he talks about. Like he's the brokest motherfucker alive. Oh, man, I need to like find it somewhere. Like I don't know where I can find it, man. It's all these like streaming services. They're so expensive.
And so this movie, Ghostbusters Frozen Empire is coming out in the spring. It says so. So there you go.
Okay.
That is the news for today, everybody.
Oh wow, outstanding.
And if you could bear with me.
What was the news? Hold on. So Nintendo is making a live action Zelda movie. And his opinion is that they're gonna make a lot of money. And they're making it because they made a lot of money. Second news story is that Grand Theft Auto 6 trailer is gonna come out in December because they're gonna make a lot of money and they made a lot of money. So you can see there's a pattern in his actual coverage. Then we have a trailer for Ghostbusters came out and he saw it and it's supposed to be kind of like the other one, but he hasn't seen the other one. So there you go.
And my cold continues. I do need to blow my nose now. So if you bear with me for a second.
Big ups VJ for the sub, dude.
Baller alert.
And now he's gone. Let's see if we can get a shot of those jammies.
I do need to blow my nose now.
So he needs to blow his nose. We gotta blow pause. Oh no, we got something else today. It's not the Zelda jammies. mask on, and now we got a little hairline shot. What the fuck was that? His hairline was peeking. Nope, not here. And he is back.
All right, so
also, why does he need to leave to blow his nose? It seems like an intentional thing that he would do just to waste more time because he doesn't like being here.
So that's
really fucking weird. I really don't get it.
I wanted to talk about. Now we have some time. First of all, we have shout outs to do, and I want to do the shout outs. But in addition to that, we have time. I don't know if we want to do
the weird ear twitching, man. I've never seen somebody with so many weird ticks.
Do the suggestion box.
You know, the ear twitching, the weird psycho eyes looking at the corner of the room like there's an entity stalking him constantly.
Things we can do on the show. I think we should do shout outs first.
Shout outs first.
Let's do shout outs and then we'll get to the other stuff. Okay, since it's an option today.
Since it's an option.
Okay. So first of all, on the YouTube side of stuff this morning, we start off with an anonymous 2.
Oh yeah, the lip lick into ear twitch combos. That's fucking great.
Pound.
My favorite combo personally is, and it probably will be, the ear pick and jammy wipe, because especially when it's a very aggressive wipe, when you can see he's just doing it like instinctively. He doesn't even realize there's a camera going on in front of him.
Super chat. And someone asked, any chance for Baldur's Gate 3? I've already answered this a million times. It's not out of the question. But I've already tried a game similar to that in Divinity Original Sin 2. It didn't work. I played it for 60 freaking hours. And everyone, including the biggest diehard fans of the game, got bored. It takes too long to get through. It's too time consuming. It's the kind of game that you need to be completely immersed in the world. If you're playing it as the only
the
game
news was money this money that Ghostbusters.
Yep, that's the news story this time. This is DSP news. Somebody made money, somebody will make money, and hey, it's Ghostbusters. I used to like that when I was a kid. Very nice.
A month? Yeah, then it works and it's a superb game. But if it's a game that you're balancing with many other games and you're only playing 2-3 sessions a week and you're barely making progress because the game is such a slow trickle style content like these games
slow trickle style.
Really
yeah, he's never playing Baldur's Gate 3 because there's too much stuff to do in that game. And he complains about games that are like 10 hours long and he wants to get them over with. No, he's never playing Baldur's Gate 3. Like quite literally never.
It ends up not being entertaining. It ends up being boring, and people get disappointed. And that's exactly what happened with Divinity Original Sin 2. People got bored, and after 60 hours, I stopped playing it, and I feel like I wasted all that time. I wasted months of gameplay that I could have been doing other things because the game doesn't fit the format of the content that I do. Do you understand? Just to give you perspective, right now, we're in the midst of 3 of the hottest games of the fall. Spider-Man 2, Alan Wake 2, and Super Mario Brothers Wonder.
Well, that's the thing. They're not hot anymore because he'd been dragging them out for like 3 weeks. Who fucking cares about that anyways? Everybody who really cared about Spider-Man played it, finished it, and most likely you might have even got the platinum at this point.
And even those games.
And this dude is still not finished. He's not finished, right? Because last time I saw him playing Spider-Man, he was doing random side quests and crying.
The hottest games of the fall. The viewers are complaining it takes too long to get through them. Why are you still playing Spider-Man? It's been out for 3 weeks.
Yeah, literally.
Alan Wake 2, the game's almost 2 weeks old. You're not done yet? Yeah, the games are 30 hours long. That's how long it takes to get through them when you're a variety streamer and you balance a bunch of games. So, if I were to play Baldur's Gate 3, you're talking a commitment of months upon months. You're not talking, oh, you'll just play it and beat it in a week. This is going to be me playing Baldur's Gate 3. January, February, March, April, May, maybe finish it in June. While balanced with all the other games. Who the hell's going to wait for that? I hate to say it, but these ultra long games, they don't fit my format. They just don't.
He's fucking right. He's right. That's it. And his format is weird to begin with, so it's really hard to find a game. Wait, okay, chat. Which game fits his format? What game do you think fits his format? I guess that is perfect for like conveyor belt gaming. Meaning, you know, you play it mindlessly, you get through it in like 10 hours, and you fuck off, and that's it. You make your views. preferably something that got a lot of hype behind it. So some hype shit, it comes out, he plays it for 10 hours, finishes it within 3 days, makes like $400 and moves on. What kind of game is like that? Yeah, I see Bug Snacks in chat, but I think, yeah, Bug Snacks is pretty good because it was like a PS5 launch title, right? And that one worked out pretty good. And then we got Walking Sims. Yes, that's a good point. Things like, what was it, like The Vanishing of Ethan Carter, stuff like that, like Firewatch, where you just have to press the forward on the stick and listen to dialogue, and then just go left.
200K on Oak alone are still playing BG3 during the work week. Multiple playthroughs etc. Phil, what's the big idea? Forehead looking boy.
Oh yeah, there's no denying it's a good game, successful game. People are playing it, enjoying it. But it's just totally not one for him. It's not a game for me either. I don't have the attention span to play it. And I know because I actually played it.
Okay, it sucks, but that's just the case. My format of balancing games,
balancing the games,
equipped to handle 80-hour plus games.
Oh yeah, that's true. The movie games, stuff like the House of Ashes, you know, the super massive games type of stuff. The press X to complete type of game. Those games are perfect for him. Like The Quarry and basically everything that comes out of that company. Because he can play it, there's the illusion of choice, like you're doing something, they convince you that you're doing something, and there's some kind of action that you don't have any agency over. So you can just press X, and somehow he still fucks it up. He fucks those quick time events too. So go figure. There's no game that is good for him. And I thought Spider-Man would be good for him because it's extremely easy. It's a game that anybody can pick up and play on a adequate level. And I see clips of him getting shot by like rocket launchers and just sitting there and being hit. It's fucking embarrassing. So I guess there's no game for him. Street Fighter is also not a game for him because it lets out the toxic piece of shit inside him. So all the content is just toxified.
All right, and the few times that I do tough through it,
I guess I would say also Alan Wake probably is, but I haven't watched any of his gameplay because I also have the game. I'm like 2 hours in, so I don't want to get anything ruined by this dude. But it's a game where you just kind of walk around like Resident Evil and you shoot stuff and you analyze, investigate, and interact with stuff. So it can be too bad.
It always does the same thing. After like a month, all the interest fails and ends up being the slowest stream I do for months on end, but I commit to finishing it because I've already put so much time into it. And people endlessly complain, why are you still playing?
People endlessly complain. Yeah, well.
So, that's why. Alright, just being honest. I don't think it would ever work. I'm just giving you from my own personal experience of what I've seen in my content and on my streams. We've tried games like this before. They don't work. Now, I'm not going to 100%...
I think it's... his content would gradually become better if he, instead of having this podcast talking about that stuff, talking about it during the gameplay instead of having dead air. That would have been way more successful because then you actually talk about stuff.
Any David Cage or Telltale games?
Yeah, Telltale, David Cage, especially David Cage games, man. That's why he became popular at first. Remember, like Heavy Rain. That's one of his hypest playthroughs. Heavy Rain. There's even a whole song about it. That is very deep. Jacob's Jacob for the membership, dude.
Pig-headed and be like, no, there's no circumstance we'll ever play it.
But what I was saying about that for the commentary during the gameplay, knowing him, he would find a way to do it in the stupidest way possible. So he would end up like having a mini pre-stream during a cutscene or something. Because it's fucking DSP, dude. He just doesn't get it. And that's really funny.
Telling you, I don't think that it's going to work at all. Okay? Alright. Continuing on. Bloom Kit did a super chat. He says, I think I caught what you had. Now I'm dead. Well, if you're dead, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, I don't know if it's a flu going around, if it was COVID that I had. I don't know.
He doesn't know.
Those first like 4...
He takes his health incredibly seriously. That's why he never tested if he has COVID or not.
5 days, you're going to feel awful.
It's impossible.
Like really significantly bad. And then once the initial waves of pain all over your body and being sick to your stomach and not being hungry because you can't taste anything.
Yeah, this is also called being sick in general. The first days are the worst, and then you get better, unless you die.
An insane head pressure that makes you delirious. Once that's gone...
Head pressure, dude. This whole... Head pressure.
Gonna have a week and a half of lingering cold symptoms that won't go away, because that's what I've got, and I can't shake them. It's so annoying.
Man.
I wish you the best though. Then Bloom
great.
Pig Super Chase is Chris Pratt for Zelda. You want Chris Pratt to play Zelda?
And he thinks that when you get a headache, your brain swells and it starts hitting your skull, and that's why it hurts.
Wow. I was gonna say maybe Chris Pratt is Link, but you want Chris Pratt as Zelda. Now that's some interesting casting. I guess he'd have to do some of this character acting, see how he does in it, right? There you go.
There you go, yeah.
Very interesting.
There you go.
Derek popping his 15-month re-upping of his membership, and
No, I don't want Derek to be popping anything. Keep it to yourself, Derek. I don't want anything to be popped.
I'm posting advertisements, please do. Everyone, the adpocalypse is upon us. It is coming up at the end.
Oh yeah, this speaking of the stupid ass adpocalypse.
Have we ever gotten a total count on all of Phil's ailments, conditions, diseases, and all that? It's got to be a huge list.
Okay, let's try it out. Chat, let's do this together. I'm gonna list out some, and if I forget something, you remind me. Okay, so let's start from the top, right? Let's find out a picture of a person. Human anatomy, man, right? And I need a full-scale picture of a human being. Okay. And even though DSP isn't a human being, for the context of this exercise, we will pretend that he is. Okay, you see it? You kind of see it. Not exactly. So let's start from the top, the head, right?
I have never heard anyone say head pressure.
Yeah, me neither. What the fuck is head pressure? Head pressure.
A flu going around during flu season? What is this witchcraft?
Yeah, this is not... It's the hardcore flu season, dude. What the fuck? You haven't pre-ordered it? So let's start from the top. I don't think balding counts. I guess greasy hair counts. That's a condition, right? You having a hair that is more greasy than usual? I guess so. Then we get lower. Let's look at the face. What do we got on the face? And I'm not necessarily going to rank only the medical conditions, but the other stuff that people usually don't have, right? We got...
This one.
We got patchy goatee. We got snort sacks. We got I would say the swollen drunk nose, but I wouldn't put that as a condition. Should we move on lower? Do we have something with the teeth? I'm pretty sure his teeth are fucked up somehow. Yeah, we got liver spots. That is something. We got the stroke mouth. The ears without earlobes, the Frank sign. Yeah, that is a thing. I'm not entirely sure if he has it, but let's say I'm gonna armchair diagnose him, because why the fuck not? It's funny. Something after that, the jowls. I don't know if the jowls would count necessarily. Oh yeah, we got the post-nasal drip. How could I fucking forget the post-nasal drip? Then, shall we move down lower? Is there anything lower that I didn't think of? I would say, I don't know about the head pressure, because that's a thing that comes and goes. You know, it's only when he's sick. Oh, the ear infections. That's what we got. We got ear infections. Depression. That is another one. We got depression. Let's move on lower. What do we got here? The throat area. We got, I think, kind of a burnt out voice, I would say, from all the years of talking about stuff. You can see his voice is definitely decayed. Including the drinking also. Drinking, kind of a thing that does it. Let's move lower. I think, first of all, back problems. There we go, back problems. We're working on the torso right now. Let's say the torso. We got back problems. We probably definitely have liver problems because of drinking for the last 20 years. I don't think he's ever been close to stopping drinking or like getting over it. He just thinks he is. And I also suspect that Cat might be drinking with him. And that's what makes it social. So it's not like depressive alcoholic drinking. It's like social drinking. Okay, so still on the torso. What do we got? We got the man tits. Does that count as a condition? It's funny, but I don't know if it actually counts. We need an expert opinion. But let's say it doesn't. Lungs. I think he brought up having something with his lungs once that he inherited from somebody, that they were sensitive or something. Oh yeah, from parents smoking. I'm pretty sure it's that. Could be. There we got. What else do we got on the torso? Something that I'm forgetting. Stomach. Oh, we got half lactose intolerant. That is a thing. Half lactose intolerant. Next thing. Let's work on the hands. Hands got the Salvagno thumbs, which is the typical signature Italian thumbs. And while we're on just like overall, he is a quarter Italian. I guess Italian genetics, if you can call that a condition. If you look at his face, I would definitely call that a condition, because that boy's got something. What else we got? Oh, developing carpal tunnel syndrome. That is a thing that is happening. And then we got the eczema ooze. That's a good one. We got eczema ooze. That's from his hands when he like picks on it. Fucking disgusting. Then we move. Okay, lower half. So we go in here like the groin area. If we're not done with if we're done with everything else. I think we're done with the hands, right? Groin area. Let's talk about it. I'm feeling soft. You know what I'm feeling? Not that I'm feeling soft, but I'm feeling he's soft. He got the ED because there's a very tight connection between gout and ED. So I'm thinking he got it. And it might be related to why he's so fucking aggressive when it comes to women and women being a part of any kind of conversation being brought up. I'm feeling that. Then we got clearly gout. And I think that's it. With the lower half, we got gout, and his knees are okay as far as I know. So I guess that's it. And there we go. I think that's it. And this was like an actually, even if you cut out all the meme stuff like the tits and you know the stroke mouth and the fucking snort sacks, even if you take them out, this is still a man with a body that has been gifted that has many downsides. Many downsides.
The 24th, all right? That is Black Friday.
So, okay, let's give him a diagnosis. I think I diagnose him as whatever it is, it's terminal. That's it. It's gonna take him. Whatever it is.
United States. And that is the day we were doing the adpocalypse.
Oh yeah, speaking of the adpocalypse, super weird out of context Twitter name that he's got. That makes him look like some kind of a conspiracy weirdo that believes in like the apocalypse. And it says, "It is upon us, the adpocalypse cometh." And this is kind of a weird thing where he thinks that more people care about him than they actually do to get the actual joke. In reality, people that get the joke are obviously the people that don't like him. But to a random dude, this would work really weird out of context. Also, this profile picture, get it out of here. This we're not rocking with that profile pic anymore. And we haven't been for a while. It looks weird. Nobody told him it looks weird? Yeah, it does. So let's keep on going. So you heard he's doing the Adpocalypse Part 2, Electric Boogaloo. Now let's skip this part because we already know what he's going to be talking about.
Spawn Killer with a super chat. I wish they would make a new bully. Me too. I think we all would love a new bully, right? A
new bully.
And it doesn't have to be, you know, elementary school. It could be like college or something. I don't know. I think it would make sense to them to make a new one eventually. Okay. And then
but bullying is so much fun in real life. Why would you want to play a game where you're a bully?
I'm making barbecue shredded pork. This should be delicious. Sounds good. I like slow cooked meats, of course. Good. It's absolutely delicious. So hopefully you made a good one there. And the channel has received 10 gifted memberships from Hindenburger.
Baller alert.
So congratulations.
Who the fuck is that guy?
To anyone who got one. I'm gonna scroll up and see if I can see it, but I think at this point it might have oh no.
Memberships are looking really sad right now. This is at like 419. God damn it.
Congratulations to the following people. Cleo Uno Nuno.
No, we're not doing that.
So thank you very much.
I don't know why he thinks this is actually enriching his content by reading out a list of names. They didn't even do anything. They just got the memberships. Why do they get a shout out?
Hindenburger for helping. Now, I actually got a request.
What?
All right, to talk about something this morning.
Oh, okay, so this is gonna be a fucking DSP segment. When you gotta bring it up like this, you know it's a fucking scam. This is gonna have something to do with money, and it's probably gonna have something to do with begging people to give him memberships.
and I was on the fence about talking about it, but since this is happening right now, I feel like I should. Okay? So.
Okay, let's see it.
You may have noticed, right? In the last month, a significant dip in memberships on this channel. And
okay, there we go.
For two very, very interesting reasons. Number one, because typically we get some generous people who come to the channel and give memberships. And it's always someone different. It's not always the same person every month. Even though there are some recurring people who come back from month to month and will give memberships. It's not always the same people. I would argue there's like 10, 20 people who regularly will come by every once in a while and give some memberships to the channel.
Oh, that's still weird. If you're raking in 100K a year and you got 10 to 20 people at most that just keep up your members total, that's weird.
Last year,
considering how few individuals he has that become members, it's all just people gifting. Nobody really has any drive and motivation to be a member of him because it fucking sucks and it's too expensive.
We had someone come by, if you remember, and they gifted hundreds of memberships to the channel.
Hundreds.
And we actually had a record high. I want to say we were at like 1,200, 1,300, 1,400 members at one point last year.
Is there some part of this story that you're missing? Let's see if you guys are going to figure it out. I'll let you know eventually.
Which is actually why we have so many emotes unlocked on the channel.
Wow.
Despite the fact that I don't have many members. It's because of that crazy spike that we had last year. We never lost.
Oh, wow. What was this spike? Oh, if I remember correctly, this spike was because somebody was buying view bots, and he was perfectly okay with them buying view bots and using view bots on him as long as he could pocket that money from the gifted memberships. It was a literal fucking scam. Something that should not be allowed on YouTube. Somebody botting you and then gifting you a bunch of memberships so the bots can get them. No, I don't fucking think so. But somehow, when it comes to him, the rules are different. You should treat him differently, and that's okay, because somebody else botted him. He just unlocked the chat, so those people can receive the memberships. You know what I mean?
Now, how do gifted memberships work?
Yeah, he had over 1,000 at some point. I remember the total was over 1,000.
It's based on how often you actually watch this channel, and it's based on engagement. So if you watch a lot, if you talk a lot...
No, I think that's a scam. First of all, I think that's a scam to make you interact more in his chat, which is pretty fucking pathetic. If you have to resort to schemes like this, you're washed up and you should give up and you should quit. That's like absolutely definitive advice.
Have a much higher increase.
And also, there is no clear, definitive evidence that this is true.
To get a gifted membership than, say, a newcomer. Do you see? But the more you hang out and the more you watch and the more you engage with chatting and liking the videos and liking the content and stuff like that, YouTube has an algorithm that increases your chances of getting a gifted membership.
This is not confirmed.
Is when we get these
gifted... This is just something he made up so you can talk more in his chat. That's all.
Memberships, a lot of the times, they go to regulars. You're like, oh, why does the regular always get it? That's exactly why. Okay? Now, you don't even have to be in the chat to get it. You could be a regular and not be here, and you're still apt to get that gifted membership over somebody else.
Well, this actually makes no sense, and I'm going to tell you from personal experience, because once I got a gifted membership to the Side Scrollers, a channel that I've never been subscribed to or active in chat, somehow I just got it. I don't even fucking know how. I was a member of theirs for like a month, and I never watched anything that they did.
So
there you go. Apparently, there is definitely a random factor going on.
Definitely benefits you to be a regular, engaging and supporting person, here in the chat. You know what I mean? But I will say this: what ends up happening is when you get people who are regular gifters, sadly, there's people who like the content, who watch it all the time, but they tend to say, "Oh, you know what? Well, I'm just gonna wait because I feel like someone's just gonna come and give memberships, and when they do, I'm just gonna get one."
Yeah,
because I'm a regular, right?
Yeah, but that's what you tell people to do. Instead of telling individuals to become members, his whole advertising campaign is to convince people to drop bombs. And then he's like, wait, the normal guys are just waiting for somebody to drop a bomb? Also, what the fuck is wrong with that? They're just waiting to get a gifted membership. There's nothing wrong with that.
So what ends up happening is these people sit around waiting.
Okay.
You get an extended period of time where people don't come by and give memberships. The memberships dwindle to tons.
Okay.
All right.
How does this hurt me exactly? Can you explain to me what I lose from this? Imagine that I was a chat member of his.
And that's exactly what's happened.
Why should I care? Why is this exactly my problem or something that I should consider changing my behavior for?
In this last month is my attendance and viewership and everything on my streams was great.
Whoa.
Overall, if you take a look, everything's fine. You know?
That was a
It's not
shotgun.
Like, oh my God, in the month of October, Phil had a giant
That snort by itself made me want to get a membership.
fall off. That didn't happen. What ended up happening was...
I don't think he's talking about Derek. Because Derek will always be a freeloader because that's how he does with the cam girls too. He has no reason to actually spend money when he can get the benefits for free just by being himself.
The regulars are just kind of sitting here watching and just open for gifted memberships. And that's...
Okay.
I hate to say it.
It's not like I can feed my family with a gifted membership. It's not that fucking important.
Not a very good mindset to have.
Yeah.
You have to understand something here.
I think your mindset is not very good to have because you don't get to school me on my mindset when I'm just here sitting and watching some gameplay videos. You don't get to tell me shit about my mindset. I think it's your mindset that is wrong.
It's my hobby. It's
Okay.
what I absolutely love to do for a living.
I don't care.
My
I don't give a fuck, honestly. I don't give a fuck if you're miserable as fuck, as long as you put out shit that I like.
You know, my lifelong passion is video games and hanging out and enjoying them and sharing my opinions on them. You know, this has been an awesome 15-year ride on YouTube, okay? But it's also my business.
Okay.
I put out free content.
Am I employed by Darkside Phil Productions? By, how was it called? Burnell Productions?
Every single day for people.
Okay.
And you would think that if you're someone who's here all the time and you're
I'm
watching
not.
the content all the time and you're enjoying it literally for free.
Okay.
Because it's free. There's no paywall here. None of this content requires you to pay for access. You see? Well, you would think that if you like that content and you want to see it continue, that you would consider becoming a channel member here on the channel, even though if it costs you a few bucks a month. It's not expensive.
Well, okay.
Membership.
You mouth drooler. You get to ignore the slow mode and get a chat crown badge. You also get priority access to sending in videos for events. You get questions for Ask the King that hasn't happened since April. You get so much. Wet forked.
Think of all the things that you get. What do you not get? You get literally everything. This could only be better if Cat was making me a meal instead of him. That was the one perk that I wanted, is to get to feast with him.
Less than $4 a month. Did you know that? That's cheaper than Twitch.
Okay.
It's cheaper than the competitors. It's three something a month, like $3.99 or something like that.
Well, okay. So what do you do in a case like this, right? When your audience is not supporting you enough for you to continue being successful, do you try something different to get a different audience attracted so you can, I don't know, like reinvigorate your community and be competitive so you can find other people that are going to support you? Or are you going to ask your customer base to consume your product because of sympathy reasons, basically? Because this is just sympathy. He's thinking he's making some fucking point. Is just give me money because you feel bad for me, and if you don't give me money, I will feel bad and I'll be miserable. And that's not really how it works.
And the memberships are consistent support that help this channel.
Hey, big ups
All right?
Char for the membership, dude.
I feel what's happened is a lot of people just have become dependent. Oh, I'm just gonna get a free one.
So you're trying to tell me they've become entitled, basically. Instead of saying dependent, you can just say entitled.
That's an awful mentality to have.
Why?
The world's sitting around for the same 10, 15 people to give memberships.
Okay.
You might just sit around for months. What if
Yeah, why do I give a fuck so much about being a member in somebody's chat? Why is it so important to me?
people aren't available? What if they just don't want to contribute right now?
Yeah, what if I don't want to buy a membership right now? What about that? What can you tell me about that?
My theory is that OIC can't donate or excuse contribute anymore, so Phil is in panic mode. Shocking turnout when your business is member bombs sucks.
Yeah, man. I'm really curious about how his marathons until the end of the stream are gonna work out. Because, you know, we getting the Christmas one, which is usually when people bust out the checks. Last Christmas, we got a super smug segment about, look, I'm not actually supported by whales, because today a lot of people gave me money, and we made a point. And then 2 days later, he had like a $10 stream something and was crying about it. So yeah, I'm really curious how that's going to work out.
And that's what's happened, is we went from a point where every month we had 500, 600, 700, 800 members.
Does he think his content is worth $5 a month?
I think he thinks his content is worth way more, considering that on the React channel, you got a $20 tier. And whenever you got a $20 tier for anything, the person making the tiers thinks that the thing costs that much. Unless it's like a tier that basically just says, use this tier if you want to support me with more money, basically. And you get basically no perks. But for him, you got perks. So he thinks, basically, he thinks that the perks you get for the React channel are actually worth $20 per month. $20. This is more than Netflix or pretty much any streaming service that I can imagine that has monthly content added onto it that you can enjoy for hundreds of hours. What you get on DSP's channel is recommending 2 videos a week. I think it was 2, right?
We're down to 400, barely maintaining 400, and everyone's just sitting around, oh, well, I know someone's going to come gift. No, you don't.
How does it hurt me? Am I going to get fired if we reach 300?
You actually don't. And if you're here every day and you're enjoying the content, please support it. This is probably the cheapest way to support the content, and you get a bunch of stuff out of it. You get access to emotes.
Access to emotes, bro? You trying to sell me a fucking PNG? You think I'm a fucking WWE Champions player? That this is so alluring to me? This is so convincing? You trying to sell me a fucking picture? Is it a fucking NFT? Emotes. And he's saying it so excitedly, like he's trying to sell you something super important.
Get a chat crown badge to show
you get a badge, another PNG. You get 2 PNGs. 2 photos. Actually, for the emotes, you get more. You get like 20 photos. And 1 photo that's right next to your name.
Supporting. You get to talk as much as you want in chat.
And you get to talk as much as you want in a place where nobody wants to talk. So you're just sitting in a room by yourself, talking to yourself about this guy. Because you can't even talk about anything else. The other day, people were talking about... What was I trying to... What were they talking about? I think it was some video game and some girl that was hot in a video game. And they were like, hey, that girl is hot, you know, I like her. I prefer this skin, that skin, whatever. And then he looks at chat and he's like, yeah, you talking about some fucking Gabe and like some woman and blah, blah, blah. Stop doing it. Oh yeah, Mass Effect girls. Thank you, Larry. Mass Effect girls. That's what they were talking about. Like literally you can't fucking talk about anything.
Absolutely no limitations whatsoever.
No limitations, except the topics that you can discuss.
On how much you talk when there's a live stream. There's no slow mode or anything for you.
Okay, right? You don't have a slow mode in a slow chat. You don't need a slow mode.
You get priority for special events. Now,
priority like what? Being a part of a pool that gets to vote on a video game that you may or may not play for more than 20 minutes?
It sucks that the Halloween event didn't happen, but the adpocalypse is coming up. You get priority to get your ads watched during the adpocalypse. You're going to get priority during the Christmas event coming up. It makes sense. It's a few bucks, you know?
Okay.
So if anything, of all the things you think that you go out of your way to support the channel, probably the best value for the buck is the membership. So then why would you sit around and say...
No, I don't think it's best value for money. Unless it's $1. Unless it's the minimum, which I think by default is like 99 cents, it's not the best value for money.
Gonna wait for someone to gift memberships. It doesn't make sense. Because what happens is that hurts me. Like, look what happened in October.
And there you go. And this is the bottom line is this is bad for me. That's what he's saying. You guys not contributing, this is bad for me. That's what it's all about. Because it's not bad for you, because you don't fucking lose on anything outside of like a couple of PNGs in slow mode, but it's bad for him. And that makes me think that's completely his problem. But this whole narrative he was trying to set up is that this is actually your problem too. You realize that? This actually, you know, you're losing on something. You're sacrificing something by not getting a membership, and in the end, it's just his problem.
A lot of people were just sitting around waiting for the gifting that never happened.
Okay.
And a lot of people were expecting that it was going to happen during the Halloween event.
Appreciate you streaming on my birthday.
Hey, happy birthday, Omega Kirk, dude. I appreciate you for being a supporter since goddamn day one, and being a mod and showing up, and being a member since goddamn day one. So hope you have a nice one, dude. Hope you fucking balling on the birthday. And chat, make sure to spread some positivity, some cake emotes, and other birthday related stuff. Big ups, Kirk.
Baller alert.
Was no Halloween event because I was sick. So now it sets us back so far because people were just sitting around waiting. That's not the attitude to have.
People are sitting around waiting.
Watching the content. It's not that, oh, well, it's just, you know, people are taking a break from the content. No, you guys are here. You guys are here enjoying and watching.
They're just sitting around waiting. What are they supposed to do?
But too many people are just sitting back.
Do jumping jacks.
Wait, give me the gift. Give me the gift. Give me the gift. It's not.
Give me the
not
gift.
a very good attitude to have. Right,
no, why not? Why not though? Because it hurts him. Why the fuck should I care?
Holiday season.
Go
now's
fuck
the time for
yourself.
Giving. Right?
Oh, no way! No way! No way! He actually did the meme. Guys, what the fuck? How have I missed this? He actually did the meme. Instead of waiting, you should be giving, you stupid pay pig.
Wait, give me the gift. Give me the gift. Give me the gift. It's not a very good attitude to have.
Oh no, I cannot believe this, man.
Season. Now's the time for giving.
And he looks at you with this stink face like you just fucking offended him personally. Now it's the time for you to give me money, you piece of shit. Unlike all of the other times in the year when I ask you for money because I got the 2 big bills, you know? Now is the real time. And then next year we do this again. And you're gonna fucking like it.
Right? To give, not to receive. Now's the time people should say, hey, I like Phil's content.
Why?
You know, it's great. I want to support the community a lot. I want to be the gifter, not the receiver.
Hey, not with the hard R. Come on, this TOS
giver. That's this time of year, you know. Good time to think about it that way. Okay. So, please consider it.
This segment, dude.
Honest, I see people who come into the chat and literally say stuff. The first words out of their mouth is, "Hey, anyone gifting memberships today?"
Yeah, why not?
Literally not.
Because you taught them like this, you stupid fucking bitch. That's how you taught them. That's you encouraging this behavior by begging people to drop you member bombs and exclusively focusing on this. And then people are used to just freeloading because you encourage this. You unleash that monster. And now you crying that the monster is too hard to control? Fucking deal with it.
A single person who ever attends one of my streams
the
should
best
say that.
value is watching the content, never tipping, and turning ad block on.
And if you can watch the content through somebody else, that's even more value.
Watching the content, never tipping, and turning ad block on. Sound good?
Yeah, it sounds so good that it played twice.
Yeah. If you attend a stream and you're lucky and someone's being generous and someone's being nice to the community and they hand out memberships and you get one, you should be grateful. Wow. Thank you so very much. You gave me a gift.
They're like, he's acting like they gave you like a fucking, I don't even know what.
It's so nice of you. And
they saved your life.
No one should be coming into the chat asking for a gift.
Why not?
What? Huh?
Why not though?
Is that really how it works? You walk in asking.
I mean, you do that. Why can't people actually getting the memberships do that?
For gifts. No. If you're lucky enough to receive a gift, then you're grateful. You're not expecting to.
The way he's talking down to them like they're just like a classroom of like special needs children.
Or expecting.
But in reality, he wants you to believe that his chat room is actually filled with, first of all, people over 18. And not only are they over 18, they're mostly middle-aged people. That's what he wants you to believe. That's why he put up the nice little blame it on the lag type of artwork in the background that only appeals to like 12-year-olds. That's why he's doing it.
It's ridiculous, right? So please don't act like that. I've seen people like that. It's like, wow, you want to talk about completely the opposite of the Christmas spirit. That's exactly what the opposite of the Christmas spirit. You know what I'm saying?
Every time you bring up this Christmas spirit, it's such a fucking ham-fisted, just telling you, just straight up, there's no subtext. It's just explicitly telling you, now it's the time you should start giving me money in any kind of sense. In tips, super chat, contribution, super thanks. Now is the time. Stop feeling entitled. Start feeling generous, bitch.
Fuck all you hoes! Talking all that bullshit!
So
talking all that bullshit in chat, feeling entitled to get a membership.
Do that. All right? And
oh yeah,
again,
even the funnier thing that I didn't even think about it. It's early November. It's not even the actual Christmas season anymore. Already or yet. It's the 10th of November today. And he's acting like fucking Santa Claus is sliding down your chimney tonight.
You know, if you're someone who watches the content all the time, now would be the time to say, hey, maybe I want to support it. I see that the gifted memberships aren't happening for whatever reason. Maybe the people who usually do them, they're not around on the regular. All right? Or they just can't do it right now.
Maybe
that's fine. Because no one
exploded.
You notice, if you haven't noticed, I'm not sitting here and calling out names and saying, you know, so-and-so who always gives memberships, I don't know where you are. Come back and give memberships. What's wrong with you? Am I doing that?
Well, that's about the most extreme thing you can do to beg. Is to single somebody out and explicitly beg. Why would you do that? I mean, you would be fucking destroyed if you did that. Is the bar this low that him not doing this is actually commendable? It's respectable? Him not doing this absolutely extreme thing. It's supposed to be like a cool thing that he doesn't do it?
No. Because that's not how you behave. That's
not how
so
you behave.
Ungrateful. That's so, you deserve the world. You don't deserve shit. And on this planet, right, you work your butt off, and sometimes you get rewarded for it, and sometimes you don't.
Okay.
Not fair.
But if you... Okay, Phil, we got him here. If this is your ethic, and this is your worldview, then why the fuck do you bitch about every single thing that has ever happened to you that is even remotely unfair? He gets mistreated by Comcast, bitching segment. Burger King, bitching segment. Helicopter job, bitching segment. Wells Fargo, bitching segment. DoorDash, bitching segment. He goes to fucking Costco and somebody is in his way with his fucking shopping cart, bitching segment. Landscapers outside, bitching segment. If this is your fucking lifestyle and this is your view on things, why are we bitching about shit constantly? If life is not fair and you should deal with it, why are you not dealing with it?
Right? In general, I've been very lucky. In a 15-year run I've had on YouTube, most of the time people support me enough that I can make a good living.
Lucky.
And I can continue to do what I love.
I don't think convincing people using sympathy to support you financially is luck. I think that's exploitation. And it's different from luck.
My passion is my job. Do you know how rare that is? So how ungrateful would it be to sit here and start calling out names and demanding that these people who've gifted memberships come back and gift them? So if I'm not going to do that.
But why is this now the fucking narrative? That's weird. Because now he's taking it like he's being criticized for doing the thing that he's never done. And everybody knows he's never done.
Why would you come to the chat and start, oh, where's the gifters? Where's the gifters?
Phil who never gives anyone anything telling Dents they should give. Thinking of his old rants about publicizing charity being a bad thing.
Well, you see, it's all kind of it's a weird cycle because he believes that the content he puts out is what he is giving people. But then, contrary to this segment that's going on, he believes he's entitled that they support him so he can keep doing it for a living. And quote unquote, a living, it's a very arbitrary amount of money. You know, it's something that you don't get to pinpoint. Let's say, hey guys, this month, for me to be able to do YouTube, I need to make $100, for example. For him, making a living is literally as much as he wants, as much money as possible, as he needs to survive, which is already an obscene amount of money. How is he not entitled then? If people are voting with their wallets, especially in this case, and determining that his content is worth 400 members, why is he entitled to more then? But now this whole segment is him flipping this narrative on his head and making it seem like people that are there to support him, they are actually the entitled ones.
Oh, where's the door? And here's my foot on your ass as you leave it for the last time. Because that's the most ridiculous attitude to have, especially during this holiday season. All right?
It's not the holiday season yet.
It's unacceptable.
It's not even Thanksgiving.
Okay. So, please consider contributing and supporting the content
this holiday season. Bro starts celebrating Christmas since like late October. What the fuck?
Don't come in here with the expectation of anything, right? I don't. It's great when I get support.
Wait, what? Rewind.
Contributing and supporting the content if you like it, but please don't come in here with the expectation of anything.
Don't feel entitled is what he's trying to tell you. The expectation of anything means that you think you deserve to be given something, which makes you entitled. But then what happens next is even more interesting.
Right? I don't.
And then we're looking at the demon in the room. The demon and the semen. Look at this.
It's great when I get support.
And this is just the definition of empty, worthless words. Empty. Worthless. They don't mean anything. Him telling you that he has no expectations coming on stream is worthless. Because instantly you can see what his expectations are. See that? The top tip, the tip's goal, 0 of 50. That's an expectation. You expect to make at least 50 bucks. If he doesn't make them, then his expectations haven't been met. So what follows is him taking the action to complain about it, right? So yes, he does have expectations, and it's kind of redundant from even having to point it out, because one of his main character traits is having extremely exorbitantly large expectations that don't match his capabilities. And when your expectations don't match your capabilities, we get a fucking disaster.
But I don't expect it, nor can I demand it, right? That's the nature.
Oh, hold on. I had the alerts paused for a second. Sorry if somebody popped up and didn't see it. No, okay.
The beast.
False alarm.
Content creation. So if I can't demand it, you
don't have certain expectations of pop-ups on my stream, you guys. Don't show up with expectations of pop-ups.
Can't either, right? But that's what's going on. Is, you know, if you
don't expect somebody to gift you a pop-up.
The gifters, the people who come by and regularly gift the memberships, have not been around or can't gift right now, and that's perfectly fine.
Oh yeah, another one of those empty words is when he says, my philosophy is, if you're enjoying the content, you'll support it. Because you can find like hours of clips of him contradicting this philosophy, and it's a philosophy that can work on paper.
Literally crying about gifted memberships when those are most of his memberships. Don't feel unlove, only I can be, dude.
Don't feel... Sometimes I'm confused by what kind of words are censored by the bot. Don't feel entitled, only I can be. But he just told you he is not. He has no expectations. He shows up someday, it might be $1 or it might be 2,000. Who fucking knows? And that's how you run a business.
There's nothing wrong with that. We gotta hope in the expectation that things will turn around and we'll get better.
And we gotta hope.
We get closer, especially.
We got that hope and cope economy. The hope and cope economy, that's the future. That's how the United States is gonna be run like 10 years from now. After World War III is done, you're just gonna get a president who's like 160 years old, and he's gonna tell, well, we hope we're gonna recover from the radiation, but we don't even know yet. Okay, sound good.
Holidays and all these you know, different games that we'll be playing and all of that. But I do see this bad attitude that's kind of being passed around, and it's disturbing. It is. It's disturbing to see people acting like that. No one should be acting like that. And again, if you're a regular and someone who watches this content on a daily basis and you're not getting a gifted membership, if you're thinking about getting it yourself, it's a few bucks. You know? It's just a few dollars and you get good benefits out of it, and it supports this channel.
But you know what I think those people are thinking, those people, the fictional people in his head, they're thinking, this content isn't worth $4, but if somebody gives me a membership, I'll just take it, you know, like whatever.
I have to sit here wondering when people will...
Because it's like, he's acting like people are super hyped to get a membership. It's like it's on their bucket list to be a member of DSP Gaming. And they're just like, they just can't do it, man. They really wanna. They can't do it.
Can't, right? So there you go. All right.
It's really funny.
Let's continue. It looks like, so by the way, Hindenburger, thank you for the 10 gifted memberships.
Oh,
that
yeah.
helps the channel a lot.
By the way.
And I really appreciate it.
This was all started by somebody gifting a bunch of memberships.
Okay. Spawn Killer did another super chat. So my family member has COVID and it sucks. Yeah, it does. If that's
Yeah,
what I had, all right, it sucks. It really does. Like, it absolutely was terrible. I wouldn't wish that upon anyone. It very well could have been the flu I had too. I don't know. But certainly when you looked at some of the symptoms that I had, like losing my ability to taste for several
I mean, bro, look at yourself in the mirror. You never had fucking taste.
days, that seems to be in line with COVID. So I don't know. Okay. So, all right, let's continue on. I wish your family member the best, Spawn Killer. Thank you for the super chat. Jay Davis just did a super chat. Says, keep being you, keep doing what you love. Thank you very much, Jay Davis. That's what I plan on doing. Like I said, okay, oh, that's right. That is a topic that I wanted to talk about this morning. Let's address this quickly.
More? Oh, this is the actual drama part, isn't it? This is the boogie segment.
So we're basically getting Joe Biden forever.
Look, dude, I rank presidents based on how funny the TikToks of their fails are. And Joe Biden, he's up there, man. This dude is like, he's really good at stand-up. When you can understand what he's saying.
Mr. Gifted Memberships.
I don't want to be Mr. I don't want to be Mr. Expectations, okay? I don't want to be Mr. Entitled.
All right, let's very quickly address something that's been going on recently. All right, now
what's been going on
if you
recently?
haven't noticed, this year I made an absolutely concerted effort to stay out of drama.
Really?
Earlier this year, I got goaded into an interview.
Wait, he got goaded.
That at face value looked like it was going to be fair.
I would say he participated in a goated interview.
That's why he's the GOAT!
But he was goaded into an interview? Let's get a double check for all my fellow foreigners out there. Goaded, right? Goaded. What do it mean? What do I mean? Past tense, goaded, past participle, goaded. So it's pretty easy. We got all the forms. Provoke or annoy someone so as to stimulate an action or reaction. So he's trying to say he got provoked or manipulated into being a part of the interview. Something that, by the way, if you remember from, it's not even that far ago, it's like earlier this year, not only was it his idea, it came to him in a dream. God himself told him, Philip, I give my most autistic tasks to my most dented soldiers. You need to be interviewed, my son. You need to be interviewed. And he woke up at like 3 a.m.
Demands band money may know 2 big bills.
What the fuck? Just a second. He woke up at like 3 a.m. He tweeted out about it. And he was like, you guys, I just had such a good idea that it woke me up. And then he comes back the next day and he's like, I want to be interviewed. And then he found the perfect guy, Mr. Craig. And then he found the perfect podcast that he even wanted to be a semi-regular guest. He loved the guys. He said that he was watching their podcast every day. Now the narrative is that he got goaded into it. The thing that he wanted to be the end-all and be-all of all kind of fucking drama.
Biden is good at stand-up except when he falls down.
Well, everybody gets to bomb every once in a while. Come on. Even it happens to even the best of them. As long as he can remember the jokes,
okay, now
it's gonna be
this
fine.
stream was fire. I counted 2 Sirac streams. Exceptional. Thank you. We broke the cycle and now I'm seeing positivity and momentum.
No, this fake news. Don't believe him. There's been only one Cyrax stream this whole time, and I know because I calculated them. It's all anticipated before it has happened. Now this is gonna be the second one. There we go.
And then immediately when the interview ended, it became completely unfair and it became a big attack against me.
Wait, what? After the interview ended, it became unfair. That's a very weird way to say it. So the interview itself was fair, right? He is happy with what he did, but he wasn't happy with them reading super chats and giving their own opinions. Because I guess he believes they're not entitled to an opinion. I think he believes that only he's the guy who has to have an opinion because it was an interview with him. And I understand Oprah is not going to do I don't know why I decided Oprah. because I guess she does interviews with people. She's not gonna do an interview with somebody and then the next day go on like the morning news and tell them everybody that it was a fucking idiot. But Stuttering Craig is not Oprah. It was like an internet drama video, and out of all people who know internet drama videos, DSP knows how they fucking work.
He wanted to do the interview. He even asked Craig himself, was promoting it heavily for weeks, but he was goated into it.
He promoted it only after it got announced by Craig. Craig didn't know that he should have kept quiet because DSP hoped that he could just go there and be kind of semi-normal guest, and Craig would just ask him a thing or two that he heard about him, and he would kind of slide through. He would get the easy way. But he didn't get the easy way, and disaster struck.
Personal gain. It was fucked up the way it happened, and I told you guys that I learned my lesson. I wasn't going to involve myself with drama and all this other shit anymore for the rest of the year. I wanted to pull you guys out of that drama, correct? That's what I told you, and that's been my goal. About a month after that, I got contacted behind the scenes by Boogie, or a representative of Boogie, about wanting to do a podcast together. And I said, why not? Why wouldn't we do that? As long as it's something positive that we're working on together, and we do a show together and we talk about topics, and it seems like it would be constructive and positive for our audiences, I'm totally okay with it. Sounds good to me. Especially if there's no Keemstar involvement, because I don't want to be involved with that toxic jerk, because all he wants to do is create drama, and that's not what I'm about, right? I'll be involved in that, all right? Within a month of that happening, what happens? Boogie and Wings, who are involved, decide they want a payday. So instead of actually being men about it, they turn around completely on what they said and offered, what they wanted to do, and they decide that they want to work with Keemstar to make money. So they did. So they did their stupid fuck.
I mean, you gotta understand, Boogie and Wings are at this point where they got a very limited ways of making money, right? So when somebody like Keemstar comes to you with the proposition of doing a stupid fucking podcast where you don't even like embarrass yourself that much, which that's probably what it's going to be. It's not going to be super scandalous because Keem doesn't understand lolcows and that they work best in like when you just let them do their thing. He wants to force it. It's probably not going to work out. But they just wanted to get fucking paid and did something super low effort. And now they're going to get a little bit of prominence that they otherwise wouldn't get, and they would get paid for it. So I don't see anything wrong with it. I see something wrong with being somebody like DSP and being even more desperate for fucking money than those fat fucks out there and acting like you're a prima donna and that you deserve better treatment just because you believe you do.
Which was a complete joke, and they were supposed to do a podcast with Keemstar. That's completely fallen through and is never going to happen.
Well, it is happening now. So you got debunked like literally at the same time you spoke about it. He should have spoke about it at first when it came out that the LolCow podcast is falling apart. Because it is actually happening now. It's just going to be called LolCow Live.
What a big surprise that they went with the toxic guy.
And again, like the dude can't even fucking... he can't even spit on somebody while they're down. You see, he failed at this. If he had spoken like a week before when it was clear it was falling apart, he wouldn't be as wrong as he is now, because now he's just blatantly wrong.
Fell apart. What a shocking twist that this would happen. Like there was totally no signs that doing business with Keemstar would blow up in their face and not work out for them, right? There's no way they could have possibly known that. Unbelievable, right? So anyway, after all that complete nonsensical stuff, okay, going on, I outright told you guys I want no involvement with these people ever again because they're not trustworthy. These are people who will say one thing.
Nobody is trustworthy. Who does DSP think is trustworthy? Nobody. Literally nobody. Nobody has ever been trustworthy in his life. Everybody has ever betrayed him. Everybody. Except like, I guess the 3 people that he has that are his mods. And that's it. And I mean, maybe Kat is trustworthy, but he clearly doesn't trust her with driving herself to work on Black Friday, so he has to drive her. So I guess she's also not 100%. And he is not trustworthy either, because how many times he fucking lied about things that he promised that would happen?
It basically in the short term gives them some kind of personal gain. You know, there's a saying from Final Fantasy VI. I heard he'd slit his mama's throat for a nickel. Some people are like that.
Yeah, cool.
Some people
What?
personal gain. You know, there's a saying from Final Fantasy VI. I heard he'd slit his mama's throat for a nickel.
We really quoting Final Fantasy VI when talking about lolcow drama? Really?
Some people are like that. Some people for short-term gain, they will literally do whatever they possibly can.
So what did they do?
It doesn't matter who they hurt, who they screw over.
Who did they hurt and screw over?
You know, during
guys, who the fuck did those two fat fucks and Keemstar screw over to make this stupid podcast? Who exactly did they screw over? As far as I understand it, it's two consensual adults, even though they're very enlarged adults, very bloated adults, very fat, obese adults, but adults, consensual, and a third adult who is more like a garden gnome style adult, but he is still an adult because he got, you know, a beard that is adult, agreeing to talk to each other, broadcasted on the internet. Who the fuck exactly is that hurting? Or it's almost like this dude here wants to fucking grandstand on people after he just got done telling everybody to stop being entitled to getting memberships on a fucking channel. This is a back-to-back segment.
Time period, you had guys like Boogie going on social media slandering me.
Okay.
When have I ever said a negative word about Boogie?
No, he just told him he's a loser, basically. Because after Boogie and Winx fought, Boogie went on Twitter and basically said, I know I lost the fight, but the real loser here is DSP. And he was completely right. Because if anything, they didn't manage to capitalize too much on the hype that the fight got, but they got paid for it. They got a trip to the UK. These are two dying people. They're like morbidly obese. They're on borrowed time. They went for a trip to the UK and duked it out in the ring, which is like a lifetime memory for both of them. And then that's it. And people got to laugh at them. Who was hurt exactly in this whole fucking situation?
Right? But he was going on social media insulting me publicly, and people were telling me about it, and I was like, I'm not gonna
Everybody does that.
I'm not gonna clap back.
It's kind of a vibe check to see if somebody's gonna insult Phil or not. Because the people that defend him, even though they know literally nothing about him, they're kind of worse than people who are super aggressively assaulting him. Insulting him.
I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm just gonna ignore it all, and I'm gonna continue on this year with my content, with my positivity, and it worked. I had so much to do this year. You know, the premiere of Street Fighter 6 and me getting back into competitive
That
fighting.
was full of fucking drama, by the way. The premiere of Street Fighter, that is full of drama. What happened during that, you guys? He went off on a bunch of people that got master that shouldn't deserve to be master. And he went on to toot his own horn about him getting master twice. And he was going around in other people's chats on Twitch at like 3 a.m. in the morning to talk about his own master. That's the fuck what he was doing.
Fighting games and me reinvigorating that gaming content and everything.
Reinvigorating the gaming content.
Cow face dude.
Yeah, I'm not a lolcow. I'm not a lolcow. He was repeating as people were milking him for laughs. Is the story of DSP.
Well, so I didn't need drama this year. I didn't need to do drama content. I didn't need to do any of that shit. Things went well this year. Okay, and I'm happy because that's the thing. I can stand.
This one happens every year. This is the retcon of every year. If you go to the end stream in like November, December of every year, this is what it is like. Hey, this year, guys, I stayed away from drama. It was super positive. I've refreshed my gaming. I improved my content. It's always this year. It's almost like a company that has to, they have to issue an annual statement out to, you know, board members, stakeholders, people like that, to show them that it's actually worth investing in the company. That's basically what it is. Except it's just a guy that instead of showing it to you and proving it to you, he just tells you.
My own laurels and say, I did not have to stoop to the level that these other people had to do. If you're a content creator and the only way that you can be pertinent or relevant is drama. If someone else has a bad day, you're having a good day.
Okay.
If the only time anyone really tunes into your content is because you're creating drama, you're not a content creator.
Wrong, by the way. Because in content creation, or at least the content creation he is talking about, the most important thing is the entertainment value. Because you could be sitting there playing a video game to the most precise and amazing, awesome levels that the game could possibly be played, and you can be boring as shit, and nobody's gonna watch that because you're gonna be boring as shit. And all that matters in determining the value of content is how fucking entertaining it is. And it's not like me or anybody else get to decide that. It's the viewers that get to decide that. And that's why those videos got way more views than this guy, who can barely get 1,000 views on a shitty premiere fucking podcast. It's an hour and a half long every day.
You understand? You're not. You have nothing of value to add to this universe.
And it's also a failed content creator gatekeeping what content creation is. There is something really poetic in that.
You're just
because he is by all means a failed content creator. Just the fact that he still manages to survive, basically claiming that it's because of his content, but it's because of his manipulation, basically, it's not really a brag. It's not really an achievement. Because I think anybody delusional enough on the internet can have a full-time job on the internet. As long as you believe your own bullshit, you're going to find people to believe it too.
Fart. And you're going to eventually clear away and no one will smell you anymore, right? I strove this year to prove that I had value because the content that I make has value to my core audience.
You just got off a segment convincing them that the content has value enough for $4 a month. That's the segment you just came off of. So watch your mouth.
The gameplay, the React style stuff that I'm doing, I'm staying away from drama. Do you understand? On purpose. I want nothing to do with it. I just want to make gameplay, to chill with you guys, to do some fun React stuff every once in a while for good variety, and that's it. Do not want to be involved with these people whatsoever. I don't want to be roped into their nonsense. Do you understand? And I've done so much this year to do that, all right?
I'm not gonna have a comment on this. All I'm gonna say is that on the Christmas stream, on that being said, in December, we're gonna be doing a tier list of all the drama sagas, or at least notable moments that happened this year. So we're gonna get to actually factually see how much drama he avoided this year.
I hope that you guys understand that I've worked very hard this year to stay out of it, all right? So one thing that's happening now, I guess supposedly, there's some documentary out there about Boogie that just came out.
When he starts out this bullshit, you see it's like he doesn't have the balls to commit to dissing somebody, so he needs to do it in the most like pussy-ass, beating around the bush kind of way. Well, I guess this happened, and I guess this happened. But the only thing that is coming across is that he pretends not to know about stuff while he's going into detail with it.
And people are like, oh, let's talk about it in Phil's chat. And let's fucking talk about, because Wings of Redemption watched it and reacted to it. And he got extra views on his channel and shit like that.
Okay.
I don't care.
All right.
I don't care about these people. Do you not?
What do you gotta do then? When you don't care about something, you just don't address it and you don't give it any attention. Because that's what not caring means. It's not the other type of not caring, like Taylor Swift, that says, I don't care about my ex-boyfriend, and then makes like 3 albums about it.
Understand? I couldn't care less about these people.
Why are we having a statement on the matter then?
To actually be considered as like nice, rational people. I gave them the benefit of the doubt. They treated me like shit for personal gain, so they can get fucked. And I don't give two shits what happens to them, and I don't care about how many documentaries are made about them.
You know, I think... this is not really a hot take, but it's very interesting. The only thing he is worth as a person is other people clowning on him for personal gain. That's the what I think the only value he produces for simply existing. That's the only thing.
I don't give a fuck if they got launched off of this planet in a cannon and we never saw them again. It doesn't matter.
Oh, and also, that's a good point. He tweeted that he watched the Boogie documentary with his wife. So what is this? Apparently, allegedly, there was a documentary that dropped on Boogie.
I have a fixation with his soy voice when he makes a near-serious statement and finishes it off with words like Mario and stream.
Yeah.
TBH Phil is the only master baiter that is.
He is not the only masturbator, but he is the most master. He is the best, the greatest one.
They are completely non-connected to me in any way.
Okay.
I have nothing to do with them. I don't want to talk about them. I don't want to watch documentaries about them. I want nothing to do with it at all.
He is the most prolific one,
Because
definitely.
I've been getting now messages from people, well, if Wings reacted to the documentary, is Phil going to react to the documentary? Because he totally should do that, because he'll get lots of extra views and money.
Okay.
And no.
So what this segment is telling me is that you should go to his chat and you should ask him if he's going to react to the Boogie documentary. Because I think he doesn't care about it, and he's definitely not going to cry about it.
It's called drama. It's called the lowest end.
Wait, now I just remembered. Earlier this year, when he was doing the DSP Reacts, and he was thinking of ways to make it worth it, and he was thinking of ways to justify having that channel, he was thinking of all these June the King documentaries he could watch. He was really fucking hyped to watch drama documentaries. He fucking loved it. And then people just kept asking him for more and more, and he fucking did it. All the drama shit. He was too scared to watch the one on LTG because he thought he might get copyright struck. But he watched a bunch of other ones that were actual just drama shit. And he was addressing it as drama documentaries. Maybe I can even find it in PigPigGo. PigPigGo.re, was it? Let's see. Drama documentary or drama react. Let's see a drama react. So this is on, okay, yeah, this is the one. Looking forward to this is on, what is this, the 1st of May.
Sucks.
Okay.
Yes, I agree. Dark Goldbox says, I'm looking forward to a non-drama react today. This is a good switch. I agree. And again, it's not that I'm not interested in doing maybe future documentaries. Like I said, that Nostalgia Critic / Channel Awesome.
He's setting it up here in May. He's setting it up for in the future doing more drama documentaries. He's fucking hyped for it. He loves it. And now, what is it? 6 months later? 6 months later, it turns out that the whole year he was avoiding doing them.
The lowbrow content, all it will do is stir up more negativity, more toxicity.
And this is in March. Let's see this. Oh, and this is... this is, bruh. This happened this year. This is the Wings React post show. Remember when he wanted Wings to be in his chat so they can do like a watch along of the June the King video, and Wings sitting in DSP's chat could add more context to it and it like improve it. He was doing a post show for a React event 7 months ago. Post interview. And now he's sitting here with a fucking patchy ass goatee and dripping out hair, trying to tell me that he was avoiding doing all this shit this whole year. Oh, let's refresh this. Hopefully it's gonna actually load. Anytime now.
Documentary, I'm all over that. I used to be a huge fan of them. I was don't want to appeal to. No, I want nothing to do with my detractors.
Want nothing to do with them.
Nothing to do with these lolcow morons.
Wow, and now he just like insulted him out of nowhere.
Who actually think that they have some benefit to people on Earth. They don't.
Wow. And basically calling him worthless. Which, I mean, I agree with it, but DSP is not the guy who should say that, because he's more worthless than they are.
Again, anyone in these weirdo communities, these fringe communities, oh, let's make someone's life miserable so we can laugh.
Oh, yeah.
If these people vanished from Earth.
It's not really making somebody's life miserable. It's more like watching somebody's life be miserable and also publicly broadcasted on the internet with their consent. That adds a lot of value for me. When they broadcasted themselves and they agree to it. Because otherwise, it's just somebody being miserable. Everybody is miserable at some point in private. Everybody.
A rapture of anyone into lolcow culture right now, this planet would be a better place. Do you understand that? It's sad,
I don't know, man.
But it's true. These are people who waste their entire lives and efforts to make other people's lives.
I don't know how a guy who never actually did anything for this planet to be a better place, because he's always been known as a piece of shit that nobody wants to have anything to do with outside of making fun of. I don't know why this guy gets to determine when the planet is going to be a better place. It just doesn't make much sense to me.
Is miserable so they can laugh at it. They need to do that to feel good about themselves because they're so miserable themselves.
Right.
So I don't need to appeal.
This is the type of playground logic that moms used on their 7-year-olds to convince them that the bullies are actually, they're actually fucking more insecure than you are. They're actually weaker than you are. Yeah, DSP, you're 40 years old, man. That doesn't work like that at this point.
To these scum of the earth. I don't need to make drama content for them. If I dropped everything I was doing today, I said, you know what? Forget Alan Wake 2. Today, we're watching the Boogie documentary, and I'm going to react to it all day. I would get attendance, I would get contributions, I would get a big spike in viewership. And here's what would happen.
Well, you seem like you need them since you just got a segment guilt-tripping people buy memberships.
Number one, it would be incredibly short-lived. It wouldn't benefit this channel or anyone else in my community at all. It would be complete opposite. It would bring toxicity. It would bring that element to the channels. They would want to be here all the time. They would want to derail the content. They would want to make it toxic and bad.
Who is they? Who are these people that aren't already here? Because, like, DSP, he's acting like there is no toxic element around him as it is. He's pretending like all his trolls don't exist. And him doing the drama stuff that he has, by the way, done extensively before is gonna bring in more toxic people. We're already here, bro.
Bad. I don't want that. Number two, it would set me back on my positive stuff. I would be even further behind in the content that I like to make. I'd be further behind in games, further behind in vlogging, further behind in everything that I do.
Vlogging?
Do I want to do that?
What vlogging?
For temporary personal gain? No. Just like I don't want to take $50,000 from Keemstar to be on his piece of shit podcast that never would have happened because the guy's a fucking idiot and doesn't know how to run a business.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. The guy's a millionaire. He lives in a big ass house. I'm not his biggest fan. I think he's an asshole, but he understands entertainment. And that's why he's rich, and that's why this guy is trash, basically.
I don't want to have any involvement with any of these fucking idiots because
But for DSP, you know, every L can be twisted into a W. It's gonna be like a really crooked, fucked up W, but it's gonna resemble a W. And that's good enough for him. Every single L. The bankruptcy is because he's such a nice guy and he couldn't be a piece of shit for money, so he just was doing his own content and then it got him bankrupt and somebody fucked with him, and that's it. Anything that has ever happened to him that is an L, objectively, he can get it twisted. Because that's just who he is.
Know how bad and toxic it is. That's why I want to be isolated from it. I don't want my community involved in it. I don't want to be involved in it. That's been my goal this whole year. Do you understand?
But clearly his community wants him involved in it, since this whole segment happened because people have been asking him too much to do the Boogie React. They've been harassing him so much, which means there's huge demand for it. You see? When your audience is asking you to do something, then no, they want you to be a part of it.
That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to pull myself out of the toxicity.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Stop bringing it up. I don't need to hear about...
How is he going to pull himself out of the toxicity when he just called them a morons? And he called Keemstar's podcast piece of shit podcast that could have never happened. This is the definition of antagonizing people. If anything, if I was Keemstar and I saw this segment, I would just jump on my phone and make a Twitter fucking video just because it fucking is going to chap his ass. Just because it pissed him off.
There's a new documentary about...
And it's so easy.
Idiots. I don't care about them.
I don't care. But you watched it though. You watched it with your wife. He was sitting there for like an hour and a half looking at a fat dude spending money on hookers and feeling pity about himself. And you know what he was thinking? He was probably thinking, oh my god, good for this guy. He's such a fucking idiot. Imagine spending that much money on fucking sex workers. Blech. That's what he was doing.
Big ups at Meerkat Mob and chat.
Yeah, big ups Mr. Extravagant, dude. What's up?
Baller alert.
I didn't care less about them. They had their chance to act like normal humans. They took the wrong choices, and now they're paying for it.
How are they paying for it?
You make your bed and you sleep in it, right? That's what you gotta do.
How are they paying for it? What are they paying for? They're being paid right now.
So, I'm here and I'm able to sit here.
But this just... And this is the result of somebody who goes unchecked for way too long. It becomes a problem where in the end they feel like they can just say stuff and you can't say anything about it because there's nobody there to get him checked. Nobody there to tell him, hey, Phil, hold on. So what you just said, you know, there's a discrepancy in there. There's a contradiction in there. There's a logical fallacy in there. So at this point, he feels like he can just say whatever the fuck he wants. And he just get away with it.
And play games and have fun.
I don't think, I think it's also a result of, you know, nobody beating his ass. But even if they beat his ass, I don't think he would ever change. I think what he has is completely never going away. And if anything, it's only going to get worse the more he enables it. And enjoy. And not only does he enable it, everybody else is. As by everybody else, I mean his actual supporters, not the trolls. And the LARPers are also enabling it by pretending they like him.
Myself. And do what I do for a living and love it. And I can sleep at night. I don't have to worry about the fact
can sleep
that
at night, by the way.
I put out content that I'm hurting someone by doing it, and I'm making money by tearing down others and making toxic shit.
I definitely think guilt tripping is tearing down others. If you got to use sympathy to accomplish something, you're tearing down somebody because you're misleading him, you're manipulating him, you're exploiting him, you're taking advantage of their weakness. Hey, big up Snood for the 5 gifts, dude. What's up? That's what I'm talking about.
Talking all that.
Let me tell you something, brother.
Completely confused on what soundbite to play.
I don't have to do a react to a toxic documentary or a negative documentary about someone to make a buck. I don't have to do any of that shit.
But you used to do it and you were a big fan, right? Until people got tired. So just a reminder, guys, the reason why he stopped doing it is that people got tired of them and they stopped getting support.
Do you understand how good that makes?
He was loving doing them. You can go find clips in Pig Go. If you go through the React channel, he loved doing them. June the King was his god.
Me feel,
and he loves doing them from the other perspective of, you know, people liking watching train wrecks like this where you could just laugh at it and be like, oh my god, man, imagine being this guy. He loves doing that same shit. The shit that people do to him, he does to the others that he sees are beneath him, which is Wings and Boogie, because they're fat.
Don't have to do toxic shit to get ahead, that I can be a positive dude and I control my own destiny. That's the difference between me and those people. They don't control
he controls his own destiny.
That makes me feel that I don't have to do toxic shit to get ahead, that I can be a positive dude and I control my own destiny.
How? And this is another reason why he can just say whatever the fuck he wants. How the fuck is he controlling his destiny? We just found out last week that he is 1 week away at any fucking point. He is 1 week away from streaming to being closer to going homeless, like actually going homeless. If he gets something that's gonna get him in a hospital, like he gotta pay hospital bills, he gotta pay insurance, he gotta pay this and that, he is fucked, dude. He is like screwed. What destiny is he fucking controlling?
That's the difference between me and those people. They don't control their own destiny.
Really?
They're either toxic or no one cares. They have zero relevance. I actually have relevance to my audience.
Have relevance to your audience? The fuck does that even mean? Anybody does. Wings has relevance to his audience too. Boogie has too. They have relevance to their own audience. This means nothing.
I built relevancy.
Relevancy is relative to a bigger part of people, right? You're relevant not in your own community. You gotta be relevant outside of it to be relevant. What the fuck? And again, he can just say whatever the fuck he wants, and he believes he's speaking facts and he's getting away with it.
I have 15 years of building relevancy where I can make content for people who want it and will support it. So I don't have to do that shit, nor will I ever stoop to that level. All right? Every once in a while, is it good to break stuff up? Yes, it is. Every once in a while, is it okay to react to a documentary like that?
And so I'm trying to figure out this train of thought. He built, can I open the transcript? He built relevancy for 15 years. That's why. But he used to be more relevant back then, even with among his own fan base, because it was way bigger, than he is nowadays. So if anything, he's just become more irrelevant. Sure. So he's kind of just proving his own point wrong. That not only is he less relevant as a gamer, as a YouTube channel, as a business, he is less relevant among his own target demographic, his own customer base. What the fuck?
But not in the middle of the fucking busiest gaming season of the year, right? This is completely pointless.
And again, we're talking about the fucking gaming season.
Documentary now. I don't give two fucks.
But you care about it though. You watched it. Can I find it? / they call me DSP. Yeah, let's see. Oh my god, this fucking mess. See if we can find a mention of Boogie here. Then we can't. It's on the other page. Boogie, we got it here. Or at least let's see documentary, because I'm sure he tweeted about watching it. He was sitting around relaxing, watching the first documentary. No, hold on. He was talking about the June the King video, which is a different video, by the way. If you don't know, there's two. So first of all, is June the King, you know, the king of documentaries. And this is the video he actually watched, the continual fall of Boogie 2988, which is basically like, all he wanted to say is like glazing the June the King meat. You know, he was like double handing it, like throating it and all of that. Because June is making a documentary on him and he needs to suck his cock for the documentary to be as good as possible. So yeah, I don't think he's watched the official Boogie documentary. But anyways, he proves that he is invested in this and he cares about this.
To do with me. I don't want to hear about it in my chat. I don't want people telling me about it. I want people asking me about it. I want nothing to do with that toxic shit.
But you do though.
I've severed that cord this year on purpose so that we're not, and when I say we, I mean us as a community. It's not.
No. Nobody else involved in this but you. This is your own personal responsibility.
This is coming from IB man that took $300 from a man living in his car in 100-degree weather praying to God for help. And he never refunded after immediately being made aware of this. But he sleeps at night knowing he doesn't hurt others.
Yep. Oh, there you go. What a great guy, right? What an outstanding citizen.
Man who went bankrupt once and claims to be on the verge of another one says he's in control of his own destiny.
Yeah, right? Because it was just a couple of days ago that he said, my deepest fear is that I don't get in that space. And, you know, that might be a thing that's going to happen, you guys, if we don't get the support. You know, if I don't bounce back from being sick, this and that.
But if the busiest gaming season isn't bringing in money and memberships, as a mature adult with a degree, don't you think change is necessary?
I think change is necessary, yes. In your attitude. Your attitude should be better. You should be more generous and less entitled, is what I learned today from watching this pre-stream. That is the change that is necessary for everybody's betterment, for the betterment of humankind. So let me see this. Let's go back onto this, because this got my ass in a twist.
Me about it. I want nothing to do with that toxic shit. I've severed that cord this year on purpose so that we're not. And when I say we, I mean us as a community. It's not just about me.
No, it absolutely is about you. And what he's trying to do in this case is trying to bring in other people to basically, well, exactly what it seems like. He's trying to make it seem like on his side are way more people. And they are all engaged in this. They are all committed into this anti-drama, whatever the fuck thing. When in reality, and it's always been like that, it's just him. It's like really him. And he's really terrified of admitting this. Because, of course, it's fucking terrifying knowing that you're by yourself. And at any point, somebody that is currently making your living a reality, your livelihood possible, they could just decide they're fucking bored. What if only Iced Coffee decides he wants to go jerk his dick off to some cam girl and start giving her money? He's not gonna have enough money for Daddy Dave. And then Daddy Dave's gonna be a poverty streamer the next day. He's gonna be fucking taking control again and making weird fucking promos about how everything's gonna be okay.
Guys have to understand that too. This is not just about me.
Absolutely is.
This is about us.
No.
Every moment that I involve myself with those people, whether it's a conversation, whether it's a business proposition, whether it's a documentary react, whatever it is, you guys get negatively affected. You get dragged down into it too. How many people told me for 2 months after that fucking interview earlier this year, man, Phil, that was the worst choice you ever made. Because
absolutely.
We all had to put up with it for 2 months. And it's, you know, and
who is
right.
We? Because he kept bringing it over and over again to cope. Is that, but Oh, dude. People were complaining about him because he was complaining about the interview and they had to deal with it. They have to sit there and put up with it. They're telling him, Phil, this was a terrible decision, bro, because now all you're doing is crying about it constantly.
This is actual cult speak.
It absolutely is. He's trying. I don't think he's even recognizing what he's doing. I don't think he's self-aware enough because he's fucking stupid and deluded. But it works on some people that are more stupid and more deluded and more gullible than he is. So I guess good job, Phil. You managed to find him. He has discovered the perfect den hits, the perfect community.
Because as much as that interview served a purpose, because it did.
What?
If you guys haven't noticed something, since that interview happened, it actually served its purpose. What was the purpose? Now, anyone who wants to talk about that stupid, toxic bullshit, the mobile game fabricated nonsense, go watch the interview. And
nothing's gonna be answered then, because he looks guilty as fuck. Even if it did fulfill its purpose, it just makes him look bad. He proved absolutely nothing. He provided not a single piece of proof that could be applied to absolve him of any kind of guilt. He didn't answer any kind of tough question or anything that hasn't been brought up again. And he just made himself look bad for 5 hours. And then he made himself look like a bitch in front of Keemstar. Because the dude like jumped on the call and completely just confronted him. And DSP was like pissing in his pants. So yes, I do think it deserves a purpose.
We will get through this.
We will get through this, you guys. Because if we don't, you guys are going to get hurt. Oh man, if Phil stops streaming tomorrow, you're going to miss out on all the quality content. How are we going to live without that? It's saving lives right now.
believe me or not, in that interview, I don't care, but at least it's all in one spot. You don't have to come to my streams to bug me about it anymore. And it worked. Have you guys noticed that?
No.
People don't come to the streams to talk about that drama anymore. It's
what
done.
That drama?
The interview served its purpose. And
yeah, so it confirmed that it's true. The bank leaks were his because he had no debunk that in any way was possible. Because just saying that something is fake is not a debunk and not proving anything. That's not any kind of evidence. The other thing was the champion stuff. He looked guilty as fuck because he couldn't show anything at any point. What was the next thing? The Keemstar 50k stuff. He looked like a bitch because Keemstar went there and fucking butt fucked him in front of everybody. And then Adam yelled at him because DSP was applying fucking his own logic to shit that it didn't work. So yeah, it really did serve a purpose. It really did made him look terrible. And nothing is going to be the same for him after this. And if he's happy with that, I guess he's just that delusional. There's no other explanation. And big ups Ben reviews things for the membership, dude.
The line of discussion, and we
keep reviewing things, dude.
Because it's already been discussed. And even other people, I told you, what's that guy's name? Mudahar, some ordinary gamer.
Mudahar?
He came to me behind the scenes and he offered me $5,000 this year to do an interview talking
That's an L. You don't fucking offer DSP money for interviews. He's not a fucking... He doesn't deserve it.
No, I don't need your money. I don't need your time.
You do.
I've already talked about it. We're done. That was the whole point. I'm not going back to the same ground and retreading it a millionth time to give you the same answers. You're wasting everyone's time. You're barking up the wrong tree. And that was the end of him, and he has no interest in talking to me ever again because all he wants to talk about is drama.
Yeah. What else are you good for? His gaming opinions are not his because he gets them from Twitter. His opinions on pop culture, they're none because he doesn't experience any of it. He doesn't go outside, so you can kind of... You don't have any funny stories. You know how comedians go on each other's podcasts and they're telling funny stories about what happened to them when they were kids or what happened to them when they were dating or they went outside. He has none of them. All the stories that he has are 25 years old, and he's told them multiple times throughout the years. So he quite literally is worthless in any kind of a format like this. I would even say take any of his detractors that have a fucking channel that's over, let's say, 1,000 subs and put him in an interview with Mudahar, and it's gonna be fucking better than DSP having an interview with him and having to talk about video games and microtransactions and like live service games and why they're bad, for example.
See? So there you go. So, you know, I don't have to pay attention to that nonsense. So
we don't have to pay attention to it.
Very simply put.
How long was this segment? 15
Don't involve
minutes?
me in it. Don't bring it up. Want nothing to do with any of their toxic shit. And if I see it in the chat, I'm going to kick your ass out.
Wow.
I don't care about the Boogie documentary. I don't care about what Wings is doing. I don't care about what Keemstar said.
But, okay, Phil. What authority does he think he has to be telling people what is okay to talk about? In his community, right? It's like anybody basically trying to tell their community what to talk about. That's very restrictive. I would even say it's abusive. Trying to tell people on the internet what to talk about is also a really bad idea. Because one of the primary rules of the internet is don't tell people what to do or what to talk about. Because it's only going to make them want to do the opposite. And that's kind of weird because DSP is stubborn in that very same way. And I know because I'm stubborn in that same way too.
I don't care about this one farted today. I don't care about this one has a wart on his face. I don't give two fucks about any of them. None of them are pertinent. Do you understand? Let me explain in the plainest possible terms. Okay? None of those people are pertinent to us.
Pertinent.
None.
What is pertinent? Does that mean relevant? Relevant. Yes. Basically relevant.
None of them. They have nothing to do with us. They want
us, by the way, us. We using fucking us when all we're talking about is him. It's all about him. And now we're getting the fucking look at this dude. Look at this dude. And now I'm looking up Heaven's Gate guy because I forgot his fucking name. Look at this fucking dude. Tell me how this isn't Dark Side Phil right now. Look at this. Literal cult shit with the bulging eyes, with a finger point. He's gonna tell you how to think, he's gonna tell you how to behave, and he's gonna tell you what's okay. Look at this. Same crazy fucking eyes.
Be involved with us.
Involved with us.
That's why. When you are someone who refuses to be involved.
This is one of those segments where it goes closer to the border where he stops pissing me off as a cartoon character or a character in any kind of media, and he starts pissing me off almost like personally.
Pay up, pay piggies, oink oink.
Pay up, you fucking people that I appreciate a lot.
Something you will notice that everyone will want you involved.
Wait, what?
When you are someone who refuses to be involved in something, you will notice that everyone will want you involved.
Depends. Like what? That's not like that just applies to the current case. This is not like a life wisdom tip. It's not really. I'm kind of confused. It's almost like he's saying it to sound deep, but it's only something that he thinks applies to his current case.
Why do you think I'm the hot commodity that they wanted on the podcast and I was the
Because you're the biggest loser. You're the biggest retard. You're the biggest fucking waste man. Because you've been gifted everything in your grubby little hands and you let it fucking slip. And you spend it on fucking Hogan's fucking cock and balls.
Pin that was going to make that podcast work and all of that. Because when you are in demand and you refuse to stoop to that level, all of a sudden you're the most in demand person.
Really?
Right? They want it. They want us in there involved. But fuck.
They want us.
Them. They don't deserve our time and attention. Us, not just me. This is about us. Us as a community.
No.
They don't deserve our time.
Nobody gives a fuck about your community. There's none. None. Your most prominent community members is Derek Ip, a fucking pedophile, and Canadian Kirk, a fucking racist. That's your community, Phil. That is your community. So I want to, if I were you, I would distance myself from us.
None of them deserve a single moment of our time. Every moment that we avoid them and we do other things is more positive, more productive, and more important to the human condition than anything that we can
do. Dude literally said the human condition right in the middle of this segment. And I thought this couldn't get any more fucking obnoxious. And bro said the human condition.
Involving them. Get it? We're better than that. We don't have to waste our time on them. So ignore them. Seriously, ignore that nonsense. I know there will be videos about this. There will be We are better than that. We don't have to waste time on that trash. Okay? We always will be better than that. You understand? As long as we stay out of it. So I will stay out of it. I've committed to you guys earlier this year. Man, let me tell you guys, it's hard. It's fucking hard.
What was earlier this year? He was making drama shit in June.
Because they try all the time to
Oh
drag
yeah,
me
like
into
what?
this shit. Constantly. They try every possible...
He started up shit with LTG during the summer. It was like July or something.
tactic.
Or August. I think it was August.
You know, maybe I'll try to be friendly to him today. Maybe I'll talk shit about him today. Maybe I'll name drop him over here. We'll make a video about, we'll do this.
Because you're a
we'll do that.
worthless piece of shit. What else are they going to do to you? Reach out with a business offer? No, they're just going to call you a piece of shit retard. Move on. Yeah, get used to it, because that's what you are.
And thankfully, I have done a really good job this year staying out of it. And I think a lot of people are grateful for that, right? You know, again, as much as it would be personally in the short term beneficial to this channel.
Oh yeah, by the way, those people don't matter at all. But he is running his stream based around what they think of him when you think about it. Because you can see Radio Robot Full in chat says LTG is the reason he wears button downs. Absolutely. And Keemstar is the reason why he changed his entire fucking layout. Keemstar is the reason why he changed his entire fucking podcast name. So he cares so little about their people. But he's fucking taking up all of their insults and he's trying to fix it, right? Because you don't care about it. But we're taking the notes.
And to my business to do that drama content, I refuse.
Big ups Bleach Killer 419 for membership, dude.
Level and wasting all of our time doing.
Oh yeah, and Moist Critical is why he stopped doing the beg tweets, and why he tried to stop doing the begging. He did rebrand his begging because he's still fucking begging, outright, obnoxiously, and evidently. But he has rebranded it into, like I said, he's trying to take that L and twist it into like a crooked W, and that's what has happened. Because now begging is cool because he's a content curator, independent creator, gamer, and whatever all those other buzzwords, businessman.
Okay, so please don't mention it. I don't care about it. Ignore it. You want to know? I always tell everyone, here's the best way, right? Here's the absolute best way to go about this.
Oh
Come
no!
to my streams every day.
Not talk about
we
drama.
Interact. We play games. We talk.
Okay, let me assume what he's gonna say. What's the best way to engage in his chat? You show up, you say hi, Phil, then you talk about exclusively about everything he is talking about. So basically, you are not allowed to talk to each other. You need to talk to him, as he ignores all your messages, because obviously he's busy talking about what he had for dinner yesterday and what games he's gonna play next Saturday. Then, when it comes time to the gameplay, not only should you engage with everything that's happening on screen, but if you do something that is a little bit different, you're getting kicked out. And you're gonna get talk shit too.
That's it. Pay no attention to any of the white noise.
No
outside
white
of
noise.
The stream. Because I don't. I literally don't.
Really?
Today, I couldn't know if anyone even mentioned me today because I don't pay attention. I don't, you know, I'm sure there's a million videos about me being sick and all these insane conspiracy theories about it. I haven't seen a single one.
Okay.
I don't care.
But why would you go watch those videos though? Why would you flex not watching those videos? If they're lies and slander, why would you watch them or address them in the first place? So this isn't really a brag that you haven't watched any of the negative, slanderous, toxic lies about you. It's kind of a normal thing.
Just ignore all of it. Just sit here.
If somebody was talking shit about me and I knew there was like baseless bullshit, I wouldn't fucking care about it either.
And watch the content and ignore all the white noise. You see it in your related videos. Oh my God, here's a slander video. Block, block, not interested, block, block.
Yep.
Shut it all out.
Yeah.
It's all nonsense.
Let this delusional person tell you how you should think. That is the best course of action. Because I've always said the best course to approach this is just think for yourself and go look for your own stuff. And if I'm wrong about something, let me know that I'm fucking wrong so I can correct it. And he does the entirely opposite, where just listen to nobody else, never have your own opinion, always let your opinion be built by me first, and if I don't agree with your opinion, you're leaving.
It's all idiots trying to pull us into their drama for their own benefit, and they don't deserve our time and attention. So fuck them. Every one of them.
Okay.
Right,
Why did you spend so much time giving them attention then?
I really tried to be a nice guy this year to people. I tried to reach out and branch out and even do a collab. They slapped me in the face.
Oh, wait. So you tried to engage with them, those lolcows, for personal gain, right? He wanted to have an interview with Boogie on the DSP Reacts channel for views, basically. Because he was starting out DSP Asks It, which was supposed to be an interview series, which he wanted to monetize Boogie in an interview to get more money. Because sensationalism. That's what he wanted to do. But other people wanting to do this with him is bad. But him wanting to do it is really cool. And it's called actually branching out and being a nice person.
For their own personal gain. Now they can live with their decisions. Fuck them.
Yeah.
Right? We're better than that.
We are better than that. That's why you're never having an interview with anybody. Because nobody wants to touch you with a 10-foot pole. Because you're just too damn honest. You're just too much of a good person. People are scared of those people. I'm waiting for the DSP arc when he becomes like an alpha and he's like, people just hate on me because they're fucking scared of me because I can destroy them. I want this kind of delusion. That's what I'm looking forward to. And I'm growing confident that this one day gonna become reality.
Let's continue. So Jay Davis actually became a member as well. Thank you very much, Jay
Wow,
Davis.
you see, it worked, you guys.
that.
He got one membership.
And, that, I believe, does count as a
and
member.
then one whale that wailed out on 10 memberships. So I guess it didn't work, but it did.
Membership?
Because one guy gave him a membership.
But I'll count it anyway. Thank you, Jay Davis. All right, it's welcome to the chat. It says, it's sad the new Call of Duty campaign's only 4 hours. They're always 4 or 5 hours. They're always short. But I don't know why people are freaking out about it because they haven't been good for a while, in my opinion. You know, they haven't been that big a deal. So, okay, now we move over to tips. Although I'm seeing a ton of $1 tips, which could be troll tips, we'll see. First one is not. It's an anonymous dollar tip, Burger King,
Wow, how do you know?
If I had the choice, if I was hungry, and I was choosing between the two, I would
cock and balls.
Choose Burger King.
Is that what? Oh no, Burger King.
And I think that the Whopper is one of the best consistent fast food burgers.
Oh,
out
go
there.
fuck yourself, this stupid ass discussion. This is what pissed me off about these fucking streams, dude. Because like he's gonna start the stream by talking about shitty ass video games and where he is in the video game. Then he's gonna have a super toxic segment. And then like super like manipulative begging segment. And then he's straight up gonna have a toxic cult segment. And then we're gonna go back to talking about Burger King? What kind of fucking pacing is this?
I think they're
this like you having a movie and in the first act they introduce the characters. The second act, everybody fucking dies. And the third act is just like the killer having a burger.
Better than most fries that you can get at any of these fast food places. If I go to McDonald's, I would usually get like a single cheeseburger or the quarter pounder with cheese, even though it's insanely greasy.
And now we're back like nothing ever happened. It's like, this is the peak content, you guys. This is the best part.
Is asking how many ads could someone submit?
Oh, I'm done with the fucking ads. I'm done with the adpocalypse shit too. And his camera is blurred.
All right. People sent him that out of context. He took it as an insult. Watching the stream. Start drama with it.
Oh, and now we're back to talking about drama, by the way, because he doesn't care about it, he doesn't like it, and he's always going to stay away from it. Not even 10 minutes later, we're engaging with drama again.
It's completely false. See, here we go. I got $1.
No, let's go.
You started drama with LTG a few months ago.
Absolutely did.
How could
Imagine trying to coach LTG and telling him, yeah, man, imagine being DSP first. I know this is going to hurt. You don't have to imagine it. Just imagine somebody is DSP. And then DSP of all people, Dark Side fucking Philip Burnell, the one, is trying to tell somebody who is almost Philip Burnell that they want to coach him. Hey man, I saw some flaws in your game. I could coach you. How do you feel about that? How do you think that would go? You think that would go fucking great? Imagine if somebody did that to him. If LTG did that to him, it's like, hey Phil, I don't know the LTG impression. I saw some flaws in your game, man. How about I coach you behind the scenes? And it was really clear what he was trying to be, because at that point it was peak insecurity about his fighting game skills, because Diaphone made a video about him coaching him. So he wanted to be somebody else's coach as well, because otherwise he's in the bottom of the totem pole. You realize that? He's in the bottom of the food chain, because people like from the top to the bottom are like coaching each other. So he decided I need to find somebody that is worse than me and actually pretend to be reaching out to him with good intentions. And then when they inevitably treat me like shit, I need to cry victim. And that's exactly what he did.
Stop with conspiracies, Mayor KHET.
Okay. We are keeping away from that. We are stopping with the conspiracies because they're not good for us, okay?
You call someone a miserable.
Thank you for supporting us, Snow Yosef.
I didn't start drama with LTG.
Totally
I did a very small 10 minute segment on this very podcast where all I did is I said I was watching his stream and I have some interesting questions because I've never seen him before and I have questions about it. All right?
Okay.
People sent him that out of context. He took it as an insult and he literally went on a rant insulting my looks and all this shit about me on his stream.
Yeah. What the fuck did you expect?
He's the one who caused the drama with me. I literally didn't say a negative thing about the guy.
Yeah, it wasn't a short segment. It was a very long segment because he was giving you all the context about, oh my god, I don't understand like why he was getting so much support, but it seemed like his chat there was like 2,000 people and there was like barely any support. Like I don't understand it.
He thought I did because he's an idiot and didn't pay any attention to what actually was said.
And now he's just insulting him. This is how you I don't even know what this is. This is how you act like a victim while also being an offender.
He's the one who started it. He opened the Pandora's box. He's the one who bitched out. He's the one who's the fucking asshole, not me. So fuck him.
He bitched out, by the way.
It up because you're completely wrong.
That's the same as if I said that Pastor Eric Miller bitched out on my offer to battle rap him because I actually did that. Considering that he probably didn't even hear about it. But yes, he bitched out. I'm just gonna declare myself as the winner, and that's it. I win. You lose. His wife left him. But
Baller alert.
Very nice. Okay.
I win, you guys. Praise me.
What?
I beat him
this
because he pussied out. Let's click this now. Now let's click this. What happened?
I never clicked this.
Chargebacks?
Anyway. Tip. With that tip. From 1 Minute Man.
And then we got the 1 Minute
much
Man.
to 1 Minute Man. I mentioned $100 of chargebacks from yesterday. I got $20 more chargebacks overnight.
Oh yeah.
The good news about that is it sounds to me like it's tapering off now.
What does that mean?
Maybe there's like 1 or 2 more straggler tips, but
bro, do you know that these people that are charging you back actually watch your streams? So if I was one of them and you're saying, oh man, it's tapering off, I would fucking charge back immediately just to make him cry.
Probably all the major ones now have been covered and hopefully keep negatively affecting me. So thank you 1 Minute Man again for your daily support.
I can't, man. I didn't expect this pre-stream to hit me fucking hard. Good thing I'm not watching it live because I would be pausing every 30 seconds. Oh, fuck. Hello? And now he's just gone. Fantastic.
Did I ever have the Ghost Pepper Whopper? You know,
no.
Probably didn't suggest.
And now we're talking about Whoppers again.
You'll be in and out today, Jade. All right, cool. Hope you feel better.
And Jade is having in and out.
I'm not even aware of that. Phone is good.
Much like Cat.
I don't lyrics and stuff. Big holos. Biggest signal.
I'm bleeding, making me the victor.
Yeah, right.
Explosive shit ever.
That's how it works, dude.
And between the turds here, creepy crawlers. It was just
Fuck all you hoes!
so notable. That's why.
Literally. After all of this shit, we got an extremely visual scat segment.
I remember it. Discounted Whoppers in your region. For tonight, like I said, I have to drop. It's like $50, which
and begging
sucks. I really don't have the money right now, but it's a new game. I have to get it.
You don't.
So,
what? Wait. Did you just say I don't have the money right now for a $50 game? Does he seriously have like actually no savings? Because if he's saying I don't have the money explicitly, quite literally means he has no other money. Unless he's lying, in which case he's a liar. In the other case, he is validating everybody's thoughts and everybody's assumptions that he's fucking broke. Like actually broke, like 0.00 broke. Kind of like that. Or maybe even in the minus.
So I'm gonna get it tonight. I'm gonna buy it and then I'm gonna do tomorrow or tonight. Like I said, I have to drop. It's like $50, which sucks. I really don't have the money right now, but I
really don't have the money right now.
A new game, I have to get it. So I'm gonna.
Because I mean, I don't think I'm making too much of a crazy conspiracy theory. He just literally said, I don't have the money right now, and we're talking about $50.
Get it tonight. I'm gonna buy it and then preload. I know it's huge, like over 200 gigs for this fucking thing, right? But I'll get it going. Don't worry, it'll be loaded by Friday. You don't have to worry about that.
Awesome. Legitimate. I don't have the money right now.
No, I don't really like hard candies. Never really did. Never really was a big hard candy fan. No.
Oh, thank God. If he said he likes hard candy, that would be a quote for the ages, man. Thank God he said no. Because I'm sure he doesn't know what it means, but everybody else does.
Oh, the Dr. Pepper adds is a little guy who would sing "I'm a Sweet One." Wasn't that Isn't that like from a guy from American Idol or something?
I don't know. I'm skipping this. I agree. It was really funny, Phil.
Have I ever been kept up at night haunted by something embarrassing from the past? When I was young.
His whole life. I mean, he would never sleep, I guess, if that was the case.
All right.
Like, his whole life is a cringe compilation. As far as any recorded evidence of him exists, his life is a cringe compilation. It's not even like a try not to laugh challenge, because it's an impossible challenge. It's just a cringe compilation.
And I was, when
he was cringe when he was in the FGC trying to like kiss up to everybody so he can have friends, but it didn't work out. So then he decided to be the heel. He decided to be the bad guy. And that was his persona. And he couldn't understand why everybody was fucking hating on the bad guy and thinking that he's a piece of shit. It was a cringe compilation when he was drunk at 3 a.m. making sandwiches for views. It's a cringe compilation when he was begging to save his house. It was a cringe compilation when he did a fucking video revealing his face and immediately asking for people to click on the ads. It was a cringe compilation when he went bankrupt. Matter of fact, that was a very, very good cringe compilation.
When you're young and you do dumb things, you make mistakes. Yes, I'm serious. Like when I was in my 20s, sometimes I would have problems sleeping, and I wondered, did I make a mistake? Did I do something bad in my life or something like that? But I have no skeletons in my closet. I don't. I have nothing. Like everything that I've ever done that was like heinous or bad, I've talked about publicly. You guys know all about my most embarrassing things that have happened in my life. There's literally nothing hidden about me or anything. There's there's nothing to open out and air out. There's nothing there at all. So no, like I'm not worried at night about horrible things from my past. No.
I mean, like, I don't think, Phil, I don't think you can be objective enough for yourself. Because, man, if he thinks that all of the cringe shit about him is public, I guess it is. Because ALT managed to find a lot of his shit that is public. It is uploaded in public. But at the same time, it's like, there's a lot of it. The sheer volume of the cringe shit that exists about him is disturbing.
Zero fears of anything like that. I sleep soundly at night. You don't have to worry about that.
Isn't it also worse that all the cringe shit about him, not only is there a ton of it, it's all public?
Do you remember the Taco Bell dog? No, oh, you mean the Yokiro Taco Bell dog? Yes. I thought you meant the Taco Bell hot.
And by the way, keep in mind, when he was making these forum posts, he wasn't like 16 years old. He was at least my age. I'm 26. At least that age.
I was like, no.
Well, he was making forums on like fighting. He was making posts on fighting game forums about how all girls suck. Basically writing like incel manifestos about how all the girls just use him, or they're just too needy, or they're just too stupid, or this and that.
They had a hot dog?
Hot dog.
Would I ever do anime content on DSP Reacts? Let me put it this way. I'm not against it. All right. However,
but he's not doing it.
Don't out there, and there's enough people who already talk about anime that I don't need to be one of them. Probably, I'll be honest as well, Probably not in my expertise or forte. When I was younger, I watched anime a lot more. I haven't watched it in a million years. So to me, it's just, you know, it wouldn't even be in my wheelhouse. So probably not.
It should be in your wheelchair.
I don't know.
Next one.
Makes sense? Yeah.
I think we ran out of stuff for this
In
one.
my opinion, anyway. Which Call of Duty campaign was the most memorable favorite for me?
I don't know.
So, what was I going to say?
The one where you shoot up an airport.
But no one
that struck with me emotionally.
Remembers them, because that was before
I felt like I was truly immersed. It made me feel like I'm a Call of Duty.
Being modern era shooters. They were all like World War II era stuff back then.
Oh, yeah.
And the original Call of Duties were super good games. If you like that style of like military historical shooter, they were fun. And they
You know what I like? I like Delta Force. That's my kind of shit. I grew up playing Delta Force. Black Hawk Down. That was lit, man.
Were really good. Just tipped, and half of their statements are incorrect. This is not the
What are the statements?
Misinformed hour, so I'm not even wasting time on you.
Oh, we're not even gonna say them. They're half. I'm gonna say this stuff that is incorrect, but I'm not gonna say what. I'll just say it's wrong and fucking twerk on him.
Stupid.
Yeah, just twerk on him, DSP. And now we're getting the pop-up that's just like twerking.
Really small now. The fillet of fish is like terrible. Okay?
Oh, now we're just talking about.
I refuse to do it.
He refuses to do it, as he spent most of this pre-stream begging for members and talking about drama and how he's not involved in it, and how everybody wants to involve him in it because he has so much value as the biggest loser of all of them, which is, I guess, now a W. It's awesome. It's the best that he's the biggest loser, but he refuses to play their game that makes it so everybody wins. He wants to play his game, which makes it so they win and he thinks he wins, but he actually loses. I'm not sure. There's plenty of food for thought, definitely. So I guess with this stream is over.
Fuck all you hoes! Detroit till I die, motherfucker!
Thanks everybody swinging by. Shout out to all the sleepy folk that are gonna catch this on demand. And yeah, I don't know when next time is. As you heard in real time, I had a very important phone call. So my internet's gonna be back up next Monday at 8:30 a.m. So I gotta get up fucking early so they can come and they can drill me. You know, they're gonna be drilling me. The fiber guys, they're coming here, they're drilling, they're clapping, but then my internet's gonna be really good. You gotta pay the price, you guys. That's all I can say. So thanks everybody. Big ups chat. Big ups Trashman for the final super chat. Poorly Cooking was peak content and it's relatable. I gotta say some of that shit was relatable. If I'm watching it drunk, I'm willing to eat whatever the fuck he makes. So that's cool. But that's also like really shit content. Anyways, see you guys. Peace out. Yong out.